Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Knights Ordained here on the Tatars Gaming Channel.
Floof is the little
I am
robot-y.
Floof, taking the role of the Dungeon Master in this game, and I have with me my four players. We'll start with left to right, so Ian.
Hello, I'm playing Nora, the human battle master fighter who's going to be taking some levels into Ranger.
We have Alira.
The cursed
Hey.
who... Are we really gonna do this every game? Like, jeez.
Yes. Damn it. Not that long to just say hi. Moving on from the cursed one, Adia, played by Crystal.
Hey.
And Antony, played by Gumby.
Hello, I'm back.
And we'll get straight on into it here with
Oh,
journals.
did you
Does
let
any
him
player
know
have
that he
journals?
leveled up?
Yes, Gumby has had his private session.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, but he had a dope ass level up too.
He had a pretty good one. Kayla, we are currently apparently playing Waterdeep, according to Twitch.
Shit. Okay, scrap that. Hold on.
Move along and help pass the time with my sisters. To the new day and to curing my sister. Earlier.
I like it. I like it. Take that point of inspiration, Gumby. Okay, well, everybody is now prepped up and ready, and we return to the scene we left before, with the four siblings bunkered down in Citadel Ironwood, the home of the Knights Ordained, awaiting the arrival of Adia's mentor, Ophelia, who is said to be arriving within the week. And the timer on Alira's countdown is 3 days. So we will begin the scene there. You will wake up. You know you have 3 days left on Alira's countdown. Who would like to take the scene first?
I'm assuming Honora and Antonia are actually sleeping in the bunk with us, and Alira is in her dark, quiet room. Or did you guys also decide to take private quarters for the night?
I'll bunk with them.
I have bunk with you guys.
Okay, my character wakes up first then. Or tries to wake up first. The two might be awake before her. Who knows?
Well, as you're doing it intentionally, I'll say, Adia, you wake up first.
I need to make the tea that I was talking to you guys about and try and see if Alira would take it. Will y'all... I mean, you can come into the room if you want, but I would at least hope that y'all would wait outside the room in case I need you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will go to the kitchen. Is there like a kettle and some teacups or something along those lines?
One end of the barracks is like an open pit fire that's down in embers as it's not been really tended overnight, but you can stoke it up and get the kettle going on top of it and get the hot water boiling.
I will pick Alira's favorite tea because I am a great sibling and I know what that is.
Turns out she's a coffee drinker.
She
I've
likes
already
Earl
had
Grey.
this conversation, and no, I do not like Earl Grey, even though it smells like Fruit Loops. I just like black tea.
She likes black tea. So I'll get that and some cream on the side and some sugar. I will have already poured 2 cups and have put half of the sleeping potion in her cup.
Okay, so
And-
this is done. You stir it in, and it becomes a smellless odor. There's no scent to it, and no sight that indicates there is anything different from a standard cup of tea.
Okay. I go up to her room. I guess like I put it all in a tray, obviously, and I go up to the room that I knew she was in. Last time I talked to her, and didn't know if she's asleep or awake, but I'm definitely like acting like I'm waking her up for morning tea or whatever.
Alira, you hear a knocking at your door, awakening you, or, rousing you from your darkness. How do you respond?
I quickly look to see where the skull is. Where is it?
Still nestled in your hands, even though you slept, you could not let go of it.
You never know what might happen.
Do you answer the door?
Alira, I made us some tea.
Maybe if I'm really quiet, I'm not home.
Suddenly, the sound of hounds. The kennel master arrives.
I balance the tray on one hand and open the door. Alira,
I like skitter into the corner.
yeah, I'll set the tray like on if there's like an end table or coffee table or anything like that.
Yeah, there's like a little dresser set on one side with a mirror on top.
And I will grab her cup and I'll say, I made you some tea. I couldn't remember if you like cream and sugar, but I brought some just in case.
I don't remember.
All the lamps in the room are red.
You wanna?
Every-
I thought maybe you'd like some, start your day since we're actually in civilization and we can enjoy a cup of tea without worrying about getting mauled by a bear or whatever is in the wilderness.
Okay.
I'll give her the cup and I will take my cup and fill it with a shit ton of sugar, and a lot of milk to the point where like, is this tea or is this sweet milk? And I will plop beside her and start drinking my tea.
She like holds it in her hand and then just like puts it down into a spot where she's not actually holding it because it's fucking hot. And apparently people are drilling outside.
Took a while to switch over.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have again, so.
Okay, well, sorry about that brief intermission, and we're back into the scene. Adya has just handed Illyria the mug of potion tea, and we'll begin there.
There's drilling outside.
That's fine.
Ian playing Honora, Caleb playing Alira.
Don't die, jeez.
I'm trying not to.
She sat down the tea in her lap on like the blanket part, so she didn't have to like hold the teacup because it's hot. And she just sits there.
Do you want any cream or sugar or anything? I can't remember if you prefer one or the other.
I don't know.
Well, I take my time to fix my cup of tea, obviously. I go to sit beside her, blow on it till it cools off, take my first sip. Do you just keep it in your lap?
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to force this down her throat, I swear.
You know you're cranky without your caffeine, and we're becoming knights. Don't you think that maybe we should celebrate?
I can't.
You can't celebrate or you can't drink tea?
I can't celebrate. I have to unlock the call, and I can't do that outside of here. I have to stay here. Jesus Christ.
So nothing I do would convince you to at least drink some tea for the morning?
Why do you care?
I'm your sister?
It's just tea.
Okay, you don't have to have it if you don't want it, and I can take it away. I'll keep drinking my tea. I can put it on the tray if you want.
It's fine here. They really like using a saw in the hallway?
It's definitely not like you to reject caffeine in the morning. Is there something you want to talk about?
No.
Adia will finish up her tea. Go to try and take the cup from
You're trying to take it away
Alira.
from me, aren't you?
I'm trying to take the tea.
No. You want the other thing, don't you?
I'll just leave you here. It's fine. Maybe you'll drink the tea. I'll leave the cream and sugar over there as well.
I think now's the time to do.
And she walks out the door and looks to after she closes the door, she looks to Honora and Antonia. She's too far gone. We're gonna have to.
Oh shit!
Well,
Gibby, I think I've seen you. Gibby, I called you Gibby. Antonia.
Give ya.
I was looking at Discord, to be honest. I
Gibby.
was reading it. Okay. Antonia, I think I've seen you work some of your magic. Do you think that maybe you could try and convince her to take the drink?
Yes, I can convince her. I don't think she will like it, but she will.
She's not in her
More than
right
likely
state
agree.
of mind right now. It doesn't matter if she would like it or not, to be
That is
honest.
true.
Nora, I think we should go in as backup just in case.
Okay.
Do you want to go in first and then we follow in a few seconds behind you?
All right. I knock on the door.
I'm not taking visitors.
I creak the door open. Lyra?
She like rushes to the door and shuts it.
I don't know.
Don't think I don't know what this is. You want it for yourself.
I do not know what you're talking about. I have come to see you for today.
Coy. Never came to see me before.
Oh, now you know that's not true. I want to try and push open the door.
Okay. That'll be a contested strength check from the two of you. Which should actually be pretty close because you're both really strong.
Athletics or just strength?
Just straight strength. Oh, Alira, no. You start pushing it. It's not a full, knock her back and send her flying, but you've got a
Yeah.
crack in the door you can sort of see through. And there's light creeping into the room now, Alira.
Flashback
Alira,
through the
I need-
door.
Do I have any?
Wow.
Dancing lights.
Dancing. Does anyone know the light cantrip?
Fuck it. Fuck.
That is
Literal
not what I expected.
Oh my god! Blinder!
I throw daylight through the door.
Alira, please roll me a Constitution saving throw as you are suddenly engulfed in blinding sunlight after being stuck in a dark room for days. She doesn't fucking
Wow.
care. She holds that door.
Oh
She
my
just
God.
closes her eyes and holds that door.
Alira, I need you to let me in.
No.
This was not the way. Do you know the way? No, you don't.
I had a sudden inspiration how I'd roll this because I was at a loss for a second. Then I went, nope, paranoia. We're going the route of paranoia.
She is still holding that door. You've got you've basically stuck your foot in the door so she can't close it. That's good old
Do I?
Mormon style.
So can I see Alira from here?
Just about, yeah. You can crane and sort of push and see parts of her. She would count as having 3/4 cover.
So I can still see her. So I just say, drink.
Okay. Alira, roll me a wisdom saving throw. You feel a slight pressure on your mind, but you shake it away and redouble your efforts. Is anybody else going to take part at this point? Because at the moment, Enora and Adi are just staring at Tony attempting to open a door.
I mean, I was
I'll
very,
help her open the door.
I was very, very shocked by the aggressiveness that it turned so quickly. Oh my god.
And she wouldn't let me in, and I'm just like, well, shit, I gotta force this door open.
Nora, if you would like to assist Antoni, one of you can roll a strength roll with advantage. And Lyra, you can roll me another strength roll to keep the door closed.
Wait, who's rolling with advantage?
Either Nora or Antoni, whichever one wishes to. Let's go with Nora because you're the one coming in.
Oh.
So you hit the door trying to enter and bounce backwards. Just Lyra is a solid presence, and then suddenly a spiritual weapon is standing next to you, swinging towards who? Lyra?
Just whoever's trying to get through the door.
Okay, Anora, a spiritual weapon swings down towards you. A 15
Misses.
misses, and everybody please roll me initiative. As
already
combat
rolled
has,
that.
as
Also-
damage has been putting in,
Yeah.
this is
That-
now combat.
Was that a
That came out
spiritual
of-
weapon that I could see, or was that more of a?
You wouldn't have been able to see the caster as she casting.
No. I just want to know.
Oh, yeah, it's my mace. It's always the mace. Did I go dead again? God fucking damn it.
Unless she says otherwise, I'm going to say it went flying when she stood up.
I'm back.
Okay. Good thing
Oh,
I
you're
only
back.
put half the potion in
Yeah.
there.
The upstairs internet disappeared.
Oof.
Um,
So what you want now?
It came back.
Oh, okay.
I just, I didn't have internet because it disappeared. I'm just like, well, fuck. What is happening?
Okay. I rolled your initiative for you and got a nat 20.
Oh, sweet. I think we're aligned
And-
again.
And the stream is out.
Stream is down completely. And it's back up. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, X was automatically putting it back up
Excellent.
when it gets.
Okay.
internet.
So
I was
we
gonna
are still
say
at the-
that
Oh,
the
go ahead.
spiritual weapon initially came from the brass thingy
Mhm.
because it's full. Because I
Okay,
had
so as you
shut
cast it
ton
out of the
maze.
brass skull, what appears is a ritualistic looking dagger
Oh
that
shit!
floats in the air and attempts to shank Honora in the side, but gets turned away by her armor. And it is not the spiritual weapon you are used to seeing Honora summon up.
Alira.
Sorry, Alira, sorry. So many fucking A's.
Got him.
That, no. Alira, you are still holding the door, Antonia and Nora attempting to push it open, and Adja is standing to the side. Please continue the scene going from Alira.
Sorry, I'm just that was 3, so I have 7. I guess the spiritual weapon just goes at it again as I try to keep the door closed.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god. I thought the internet went out again because I didn't hear anything. I was like, fuck.
No, you're still here. You're still here. So, with your bonus action, you're attacking again, did you say? I heard something about spiritual weapon.
Yeah, like the spiritual weapon is just gonna continue to try to do its thing.
Who is it stabbing?
Whoever is there.
Okay. I'll roll a d3. 1, Antoni, 2, Honora, 3 is Adja. 2. So, Antoni.
Wait, did you say one was then, Tony?
Sorry, 2, Honora, 13 misses
It
again.
still misses, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
It would have hit me.
Yeah. anything with your main action.
Just gonna try to brace the door.
Okay. So you can take an action to brace yourself to give you advantage on
Is
your
there
strength
like
rolls.
a chair or something?
Yeah, there's a chair by the dresser, and you can ram that underneath the handle and try and hold it closed.
I'll do that.
Okay, that gives you advantage on your strength check. A question for you, Lyra. What happened with a cup of tea? Was it in your lap and it just went flying, or
Mhm.
did you set it on the floor? Okay, so that's gone. Okay. Adya.
The cup of tea is gone.
Yes, the
It
cup of
was,
tea went
I-
flying.
it was kind of
I-
like it was in my lap, and I scrambled up to close the door.
I had only put half the potion in it, so I still have half the potion on me.
Hmm.
Okay.
I guess for my action, I'll put mage armor on because she has a crazy ass fucking dagger and she's trying to kill us because bitch is cursed.
Okay.
Just be cursed.
Bitches
Bitches
be
Bitches be
you,
tripping.
you and I both, Ian. Oh my god.
So, Adya, you cast your mage armor and a faint shimmer comes across you, and you are once again armored in magical force. Anything for your bonus action?
Nope. She just says this is the last thing I wanted to do, and she throws her gloves, and she's just like, "I'm ready to go. Let's fuck this shit up."
Okay, and Tony, the door is still being held, and there is something swinging around attempting to stab you. What would you like to do?
Oh. My foot's still in the door, isn't it?
Yeah, at the moment you are stopping her from completely closing the door.
Oh, I want to take out my warhammer and two-hand it and smack the door.
Ooh. Okay, roll me that attack roll. So hope you don't miss a stationary door. It's
Yeah.
possible.
I will have you know that my armor class is 12 because I currently am not armored, nor do I have my
You're
shield.
not armored. Okay.
You took your armor off.
I haven't been wearing it. I've been alone in a room for the last week.
Yeah, I didn't know if you just went straight. Well, it hasn't been a week. It's only been like the next day.
We went
thought-
from 11 days to 3.
Yeah, that was including the travel time.
No,
No. That was the time she's been in there.
that was the time between I went into that room at the end of the session. He said, okay, when we come back, it'll be 3 days. Left.
I wanted to give her the potion like the second day we got back. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh well.
we'll go with this. Okay, so you literally just hit the door's AC.
Oh,
Because
God.
it's a reinforced door. It's just a normal wooden door.
Okay.
So you manage to hit it and do a really nice strike. You shatter a lot of the woods.
It's still going?
It's the axe scene where it's like, here's Johnny,
Okay.
with Antony breaking through the door.
I have a lot of points, so...
And then as he strikes, there is a divine explosion. And as that's radiating down, the door just blows out and coats you in splinters, Alira.
Should I do a deck save?
Yes, you should. You're playing.
Oh, God.
So you take 12 points of damage as you get cut the fuck up. Okay. Antony, you have destroyed the door and your sister stands before you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You have a second strike.
I do have a second strike, but I don't want to fucking cave her head in.
Hold on. I only had 35 hit points. I didn't fix my hit points when I increased it
Oop, okay.
because of that one spell.
Aid or whatever it was.
Yeah.
False life. Okay. So what would you like to do with the rest of your turn, Antony?
Is the door the only way in and out of the room?
Yes, there is a faint arrow slit at the back that takes the place of a window, but that's been covered with a blanket. Like, she's literally pinned a blanket on the wall.
Okay. Then I'm just going to block the door and only allow access to Addie or Honora to get in.
Okay, so she can't get out.
Yes.
Nora, you've seen the door explode out in front of you, and your sister lies before you. What would you like to do?
She has attempted to stab us multiple times with this spiritual weapon.
Well, there's one really good way to stop a wizard from to stop casting from concentrating on them.
Oh,
You
yeah,
punch
she
him in
had
the
to-
face.
Did she have to roll con from taking shrapnel to the face?
Spiritual weapon's not concentration.
Oh, it's not
Yeah,
concentration?
No, it's not a
Oh.
concentration spell.
Well, there's
Can't cast if you're unconscious.
can't cast if you're unconscious.
That's my motto.
It's the meme like the guy like touching the temple to his head. It's like
I still have another thing. I still have the spell I can cast if it gets to my turn, but the last thing I wanted to do was try and cave her head in. Because that's a bad thing.
it's okay. I'll do it.
Oh god.
Nora will be responsible and cave in her sister's head.
So it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Okay, so are you attempting a unarmed strike or using your
Yes.
sword?
I am attempting an unarmed strike.
Okay, so you get past Antony and you can roll.
Does it take proficiency? Or
No, as you are not a monk, you are not proficient in unarmed strikes.
bullshit?
Is it that, or is it everybody's?
No,
I can't remember.
everybody's proficient in unarmed strikes. It's
Oh,
just
everybody is?
strength instead of dex.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you are proficient. My bad.
But it's only off of strength and not like a 1d4 or anything.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only your strength modifier unless
Yeah,
you had.
you fucking deck your sister in the face. There may be a little bit of pent up emotion there, as you just fucking. And Alira, you take 3 bludgeoning as you get smacked upside the head.
Hold on, that's
Fact,
supposed
it
to
should be
be
4.
no, that should have been 4.
Yeah, it should be 4 bludgeoning. So,
Ouch.
pop.
Oh, okay.
Second strike.
Yeah. Let's
Who's
see.
level 5 now?
Let's see if this will work.
Ouch.
There we go.
Pounce works. 17 will hit, so you take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Alira. As you are just getting repeatedly smacked upside the head.
Stop resisting!
Just resisting.
We're trying to help you.
You are being helped. Stop resisting.
Oh my god.
Oh, love it. Okay. Anything else from you there, Honora? Shame you're not a monk, you could literally stunning strike her.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
Oh man, no, that's it.
Okay. Alira. It's your turn. You've just been punched twice in the face and hit with a lot of shrapnel. These people obviously want your skull. It's what they're here for. It must be.
I will
Limit break.
It's not
Unleash
what
my
I want to
ultimate
do. This is what she's doing because of the curse, okay? Let me make that clear. She will mark the immediate threat before her. With the paths to the grave, channel divinity.
Oh god, so Nora, you punch your sister twice in the face, and then this strange curling feeling comes around you as her power starts entwining around you.
And then the spiritual weapon will come after.
Roll that. A 17, Nora?
I believe that just misses.
Just misses?
Just misses an AC
Okay.
18.
Okay. So you are not stabbed, but it's close.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yet.
Yay!
She has one more chance to stab you with that before it runs out.
What?
Path to the grave only lasts until the end of your next turn.
Oh, fuck.
If you don't hit, you don't get it. Okay, so anything else from you, Lyra?
Nope.
Okay.
Other than I
Adia.
scramble backwards, like spider crawl. Crab,
You
crab, crab
backed
walk
up in the corner.
backwards.
Back up
I
into
like
the
a wall.
Uh-huh. Bring him back to the
Okay.
crab walk.
Turn around, screeching.
Does the full head turn?
I will cast. I will look at my sister. I really didn't want to do this to you. I promise. And I will cast at third level.
Counterspell. I'm joking.
Mind
Oh
spike.
my god.
Third level. 48.
Yeah.
Okay, Kayla. Roll that wisdom save. Or else go down. You fucking alright, stop the save, that's fucking ridiculous. But okay, she saves for half, so if you take 9 damage as something tears through your mind, and you feel an intense screeching pain that for a moment severs you from your connection to the skull.
Ooh. It's
I
like
desperately want to spend like an inspiration or something.
Anything for your bonus action, Adya? Or movement?
No, I stay at a distance
Okay.
within 60 feet.
Yeah, it's only like a 15-foot from the corridor, like the far side of the corridor to the far side of her room, so you're fine. And Tony,
Okay.
what did you
Well-
like to do?
I immediately look at her and try and make her freeze.
Stop resisting arrest! Roll me another wisdom saving throw, Lyra.
Oh my
Well done.
god.
I'm
It
a
is the
primary
motherfucking cleric. I have a
These are
plus
18s
5.
and 19s though. That's why it's oh my god.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You feel a momentary pressure on your limbs attempting to hold you, but you quickly break it off. Anything else, then, Tony?
Command bonus action. No.
Oh, that's what I really should have did.
I guess as a bonus action, I will.
You've already cast a spell, so it's a spell and a cantrip. Unfortunately, it's not
Oh, it's not.
two leveled spells.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. But I don't really have a cantrip, so.
How bad does she look?
Pretty bad. Like she's bleeding freely from the nose, where Anora broke her nose,
Like 6 hit points.
and yeah, she's cut the fuck up from all those shards of wood.
I can't use my channel divinity either, because that's an action. Nope, that's it then.
Okay. Anora, you broke your sister's nose last round. What are you going to do this round?
Guess I'll go for the jawline.
Dislocate that jaw. Okay. Pop, pop. Punch. That's gonna hit. It's another 4
Knock,
damage,
open
Lyra.
up the door, it's me. I'll faint that one.
Oh, you fainted it. Okay.
Wait, she has 2. She has 2 HP left. You're gonna fucking.
Yeah. I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna be spending this shit on anything else
What
today.
does
Yeah,
fainting
that's
do?
true.
I spend a superiority die, I gain advantage, and I add the D8 die to the damage.
Well, the 4 put her under anyway, so.
Well, now you're super under.
Cool, you killed
What?
me.
Yay! Wait.
He did not kill you.
I'm unconscious. I'm gonna be doing death saves.
Stop being so dramatic.
Yeah.
Ian, I think I brought this up last time, but you have to declare a fainting attack before you make the attack. You declare that you're going to faint against a target, and your next attack gains advantage. It's not a retroactive, I fainted that, give me advantage.
Phooey.
So you have to do that retroactively. You have to do that beforehand.
Yay,
You
back
can
to
spend
2
an
hit points.
inspiration instead if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down to 2 hit points, so it's like.
Literally, anybody just kick her in the shit and she'll go unconscious.
Throw my hammer. No, I'm just kidding.
Now,
Any
before
bonus
I
action,
get
or is that
my
everything?
turn.
Oh, I did
Double.
action surge.
Ooh, that could work. And then just double punch again.
And then this time I'll faint.
Okay, so you spend your bonus action. 23, 4, you knock your sister unconscious.
There we go.
There we go.
In the end, it didn't even matter.
I just imagine, like, she just, like, finally goes down, and, like, you know that when someone's holding something, and it's that shot where they're just like, let it go.
I don't think you can let it go.
Nope.
She can let it release it when she's unconscious. It's not
Yeah.
like welded to her hands, so she kind of flops. Hands
yeah,
go
so
to the
it's
side
like,
and it
yeah,
rolls
goes
under
down
the bed.
and just rolls out of her hand.
Do I notice it leaving her hand?
Well, Elira, on your turn, roll 1 save.
Thanks for declaring
One.
not lethal.
One.
Would
One.
punching be? Oh my god.
Oh, it's a fail.
Yeah, thanks
No.
thanks guys for declaring non-lethal.
Nah.
I didn't
No.
punch you though.
Okay, Adia. As you stand there, looking into the room, the air near you starts to vibrate and shake and shimmer in a faint haze of blue. And then warping into existence next to you is this weird figure. It's got a head and a form of a body and arms, but then at the waist it curves down into like a thin wisp that dissipates into the nothingness. Its face is completely blank. It is just a blank sheet. And in its hands, leaning towards you, is a box.
Don't do it.
And as you look down at the box, you instantly get an understanding that in that box is a message and an item from your mentor. Do you accept this box?
Oh, what the hell? Why did you do this? Ugh. There's no like, oh my god, look, I don't know about all this now.
You know instinctively that this is from your mentor.
Have I experienced this from my mentor before?
You haven't personally experienced it, however, you have seen her use something similar.
Fuck. Please don't let me get cursed, guys. Yeah. I
Do you
take my gun out and I use my gun to lift the box open.
You see a simple note folded over in half, made out of vellum, and underneath it there is a bit of black chalk.
Black chalk. Oh,
Don't one of us have black chalk? Or is that just
I
one of
thought
the
you-
options?
you have white chalk, I thought.
I have
Yeah. You have
Right.
3 different types of chalk between the party.
Whoa.
we each have
One
4.
second.
Oh, okay.
What type of chalk does she have? I'll take the black chalk.
Okay. You pick up the black chalk. Do you take the
I take the note as
Uh,
well. Yes.
okay.
Do I get cursed?
Oh yeah, instantly cursed. You only have 2 days to live.
Um,
No.
Not again.
We
This
all
one
die.
requires this one requires a 9th level remove curse though, just so you can gloat at your sister. No, you do not get cursed. You open the note, and it's a very short, simple message. It says, "Girl, draw a circle on the ground with this. I'll see you soon. Stop being stupid."
Wow.
sounds okay. Yeah, it's definitely from my mentor.
Definitely from your mentor. That is your action. And Tony, what are you doing? That's your entire turn, I'm going to say.
Yes, son.
And Tony, your sister has fallen unconscious before you, and you can see there's bruises already forming and
Can
lumps swelling
I-
on her head.
Well,
Could I at least have spoken with my turn?
You could have said something like, "Well," or "What's happening?" But like, you can't describe anything because like
I would
you
have
got
just
6
said.
seconds to pick up a box.
Yeah, all I wanted to say was that she has white chalk.
Okay.
Don't know if that helps or not.
Okay. Well, she's unconscious, but she's also taking what's it called? Death saves.
Yes.
So, am I able to do 1 point of lay on hands and then immediately knock her out with like 1 non-lethal?
You can just do a medical check to stabilize her instead
True.
of beating the shit out of her again.
Please, because I don't, 3
I don't
times and I'm
have
done.
medicine. I'm not very good at medical, and if I fuck it up, then I could
Chance
kill
it.
you.
Chance it, chance it, chance it, chance it, chance it.
Okay.
Or you can assist Honora or something. If you have the hindsight for that.
Crystal, as you have removed the 2 items from the chest, it closes itself and the elemental dissipates into nothingness.
Honora, what's your wisdom?
I got 2.
You got a +2. Okay, so you have better wisdom than that. I'm gonna use the help action for Honora.
Okay. And Tony takes the help action to assist. Honora, it's your turn. You just knocked your sister the fuck out.
Damn right I did.
It reminds you of your days back in the monastery where you did it last time.
Good days.
Good days.
Wait, you knocked me out in the past when we were teenagers? How dare you?
Yeah, you didn't remember because I knocked you out.
Oh, Floof, I had an idea. I want to run it. I'm going to type it. You do what
Fuck,
you do.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do.
Medical check!
Stabilize me, bitch!
I used my healer's kit.
Oh, healers.
That's hilarious!
Oh my god.
Wow.
I used my healer's kit to stabilize.
You ass.
So,
Giant ass.
Lyra, you are stabilized in front of you. You will wake up in approximately
6 hours.
2 hours. And Adya, it's your turn now. You have the chalk and the note.
She said to draw an X. No, I'm just kidding.
Draw a circle. With the chalk.
Draw a circle on the ground, and the ground starts to shimmer and shake. And then forming from the base, 2 familiar boots, forming up into legs, into a dress, into her outfit, and then stopping at about 3.5 foot tall, where her head is. Everybody sees when the cheat loads.
My character is immediately mortified.
Everybody sees this person turn up, but she is outlined like almost see-through in blue, essentially. It's like a holographic projection when Roll20 decides to show it to you all.
Heads up.
I can see it.
You can see it? Okay.
Yes.
So you see Ophelia. She just puts her hands on her hips, cocks her head to the side, and looks at you, Adja.
Is the cat there too?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a strange resemblance to Maddox.
Addie is just like, she wouldn't drink the tea.
Out of the way, out of the way. Ah. And she kind of steps out of the circle and shuffles past you all and goes over to where Illyria is unconscious on the floor. Let me see what's going on. And she starts waving her hand, and blue symbols start appearing written into the air above Illyria, and it looks like she's forming arcane circles in the air above the unconscious form.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh, wax. But she does this for a few moments, just muttering to herself. Antonia, Nora, you've never seen this person before. She's just doing something to your sister.
I hit her with. No, I'm just kidding.
Divine Smite. I'm pounding, bitch.
From the powers of common sense,
Yeah.
Adia just did a thing and she'd appeared, so it must be
Yeah.
fine.
So I just be looking at her like, and I'd shrug.
Antonia,
Helping our
Nora,
sister?
this is my my mentor.
There's like a hand raised up in a quick like high motion before she continues making these symbols, and you see she's starting to wrap Illyria in floating symbols like a cocoon around her from head to toe.
You know, I didn't know how much longer. I was just trying to help.
Oh, you will help. I'm just doing something here to help it last a little longer, and then you're going to have to come and find me. And yeah, she continues on for about a full minute of casting, coating Illyria in these symbols, and then as she finishes, she looks around for a moment, spots the skull slightly roll off to the side, draws a wand from her side and points it at the skull, and a little thin purple beam shoots out and hits the skull, holds on for a moment before it starts to smoke and steam, and then there's a small pop, but nothing seems to have changed on the skull. She nods a few times, puts the wand away, turns around and slaps this coating of symbols in the air, and they all seem to suddenly converge and sink into Illyria's skin. There, right, that'll keep her going. She turns, she waddles out, comes over to you, Adja, reaches up as high as she can, which isn't very high, and just pats you on the cheek a few times. Right. Here's where you're going. Meet me. We'll deal with your sister. Stop touching things you shouldn't touch. Thought I taught you better than this.
What did you
And
do to the skull ring?
She looks up at the towering figure, because you're literally twice her height. She's like, I delayed it. I can't stop it from here, but I can slow it. You need to come and find me and help me get rid of it permanently.
Adia's just studying the map that she said.
Thank you for your help.
You see her kind of push her hand forwards like she's straining through something, and then her hand actually appears, full color flesh with a map, which she then drops at your feet and then pulls her hand back through into the holographic projection. She walks back over to the black circle, stands there, and then just kicks a bit of the chalk online, and as the circle is broken, the apparition disappears.
Thanks. She is Illyria just I'm assuming still unconscious, yeah?
Yeah, Alira is still unconscious. If you look over her face now has runes imprinted onto her skin. And on her hands, and any other exposed bit of skin you can see.
Magic tattoos.
Basically.
Well, first things first. We should probably somehow get the ring out from under the bed without touching it. So no one else touches it while we're gone.
It's not under the bed. It's like an inch or two from her hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way, we should probably get it out of here so it's not. Do I have a bottle I can throw it in? Hold on.
I guess then there's no way that I can assume whether or not the
I'm just imagining what will happen if she wakes up and it's not there. She's gonna flip.
there's no like Arcana check that she could do to determine if she thinks that it's safe to touch now, or if she should still just treat it with extreme caution.
You can roll an Arcana check or use Identify or anything of those natures, if you would like to.
I'd have to touch it to identify it, wouldn't I?
Well, I'm a little bit loose on it. You can just be near it because otherwise you would have touched it last time you identified it.
Yeah.
So, like, you can just be in its close enough, like, hovering over it, not quite touching.
Oh, I got one. Okay. So I take out my green rune chalk and draw a triangle on the floor.
Hey, Antonio, can I just at least figure out like what's going on? Because my
Oh,
teacher
yeah,
has a tendency to just throw stuff over my head and tell me to figure it out, and I feel like there's going to be a quiz whenever I see her. So let me just look at least real quick, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz.
I just hold on to the green rune chalk.
Your sister's been cursed by an ancient artifact. What ruins did I use to prolong the effects or whatever? Yeah, I'll identify it real quick.
Oh, that sounds like fucking.
It's exactly what I feel like that would happen probably.
It sounds like such a bad way of teaching.
I love how I was like, I went to the green chalk. I'm like, what did he do with this? Oh, he conjured an empty vial. Ooh.
Oh. By the way, do I have like does this black chalk? Do I still have it, or was it like a one-time use thing?
It's still there. It's just black chalk now. You don't know if it has any other properties.
Yeah. I also remind everyone that, because I identified all the chalk that I gave everyone, that Alira has white chalk that stabilizes people when you die.
Remember, chalk does have limited uses, though.
Yeah, it has 20 uses, doesn't it?
Yeah, they should have like I think 20 each.
Because that's what I have. Because I have the blue chalk, and that's what I have on my thing. Is I have 20 uses.
I have 20 in mine.
I have 20 in mine. I also realized I too have a healer's kit, but I forgot that.
Good job.
I just feel like I definitely need that white chalk now, because like these two people have healer's kits they forget about. I have no way to help you if you go down.
Loot my fucking unconscious body then.
I don't. That's rude.
and she's not playing a rogue this time. You know, she's taking a break from that. She's being different. Any other character maybe, but not Adia.
I literally just stabbed your mind with a spike. I'm not going to also loot your corpse. I mean, your unconscious body.
I covered your body in shrapnel, apparently.
Yeah, she kind of looks like she's had a porcupine attack her with the amount of spikes that just dotted on her skin.
I identified the thing and see if it still has Spellfinder. So take 10 minutes.
Okay, so you draw out the symbols around the item and prepare it, and you find there is another magical effect overlapping the previous effects. It comes along as essentially it is a restraining effect that will, for the next 5 days, prevent the magical effects of the brass skull from happening, essentially. So it can be touched without being cursed, but it does stop the whole being able to be used for storage or replacing material components.
Yeah.
And it will stop any compulsions it is giving out to anybody for that period of time. But as soon as that period of time is over, all compulsions will return.
I pick it up and I turn to my siblings and I say, well, either Lyra's gonna be super happy or super pissed with us.
You mean I can
And
act normal?
yeah. And and Tony, do you have that vial?
Yes, I'm gonna use one of my rune chalks. Draw a triangle on the floor,
And I
and
will
that gives me an empty vial.
put it in there because even though I know I can touch it, I don't really want to.
It's like pick it up with a stick and then drop it in the vial.
That's
like a
understandable.
pencil.
So you have now put it all into a fairly chunky sized vial, bottle more likely.
Yes.
But yeah, you've contained it. Your sister is going to be unconscious for the next 2 hours unless she receives healing.
By the way, she's not. I mean, she's probably gonna be upset that we beat the shit out of her, but she's not going to be controlled by the cursed item for as long as the suppression spell is on. Both
So
her
we
and
should
it.
probably heal her then.
It would definitely maybe smooth things over if you heal her.
Alright.
Do you want me to hold on to the vial, or would you rather hold on to it? Cause
Whatever you think would work, as long as that's safe, and make sure not to break it while you're holding it. So I'll hand it over to you then.
I'll put it in one of my mini, because I'm pretty sure I have like a pouch that is built specifically to hold vials and stuff, because I'm a nerd.
True. I would have just
Yeah.
tied it to my belt.
Look at the nerd.
Alright. I'm going to lay my hand on Alira's shoulder and
Okay.
use how much healing do I have? 5 times my paladin level. 25.
Yes.
25.
Rub
Hey,
it
I'm gonna
in.
use.
25 hit points.
Am I the only healer, or does someone else have healing?
I have no healing.
Hi, I'm unconscious.
Alright.
Hi,
I'm using all my
unconscious
lay
and
on hands.
dead. So, Lyra, you awaken, feeling better than you have for 2 weeks.
I, assuming the teapot is still there full of regular tea, will use my cup that is unpoisoned and pour some tea and
She'll probably want to pour it herself.
offer it to her hesitantly.
My face hurts.
I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
I start pulling some shards of wood out of her.
Floof, I need like contacts. Like
So, your entire mood and everything has been down to a compulsion that has been coming from this skull.
mhm.
That compulsion and desire to do anything with the skull has been negated entirely.
Mhm.
So you have no magical compulsion placed upon you. You've essentially just woken up feeling like yourself, except for you've got lots of bruises around your face and wood sticking out of you. And your siblings all look worried.
Do I know what happened to me?
Yes, you have full consciousness and understanding of what happened, but you no longer feel the magical compulsion. Or as you look at your hand, you've suddenly acquired a lot of new tattoos.
I am immediately becoming self-conscious about the 3 people staring at me. Hang on a sec.
Antonia is just being like a chimp with their child and just getting everything out.
Uh,
I feel like that would hurt though. Like
a little
all
bit.
the
It's
pieces of wood stuck in.
like, have you ever seen somebody with like cactus like spines on them?
Ah, that shit
That's
hurts.
when you're pulling and it's pulling the skin until it pops off. And
I
it,
would
like, tears
argue
out.
that Anora's use of a healer's kit probably would have like pulled all that out and put salves on it. Like,
Not all of it. Like she took out the big chunks and stopped the free flowing blood from Alira's mouth and nose and ears. So you can see she took significant head trauma. Alira.
sorry about that.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, and Tony's pulling bits of wood out of your face.
Stop. Get that.
Okay.
Just give me some space, please.
Okay.
She does
Get back up.
immediately go for her holy symbol. Because, symbols give her comfort, okay?
Adia went and put the tea back, like, on the little thing and just gave her space, like she asked. And she's actively looking at the map that her teacher.
Is it over?
No, it's not over yet. It's just been delayed because you were, I assume. You were pretty bad. I don't know if you realize exactly what that thing's been doing to you or not, but
Can we get some food? I'm starving. I feel like I haven't eaten in days.
Yes. Well, first off, I hand her one of my rations, and then say, "You can snack on this a little bit, and then go get some real food here."
Just get handed a fistful of salted beef. beef
Yeah.
beef jerky. Here you go.
Beef jerky.
I mean, it's some and a water skin.
Maybe, I don't know what to think right now.
it's a lot to process. But we're don't know if you're ready for this, but we're still not done. We still have to meet my teacher and actually purge this from your system.
Oh yeah, there is a miniature sun in the room.
It's like I was keep thinking like, they're in darkness because it's just a little bit like me. No, there's a fucking sun hanging from the top of the room where he casts daylight.
A 60-foot radius sphere of light.
Oh, it's complete. The entire room is just.
Yeah, it's just bathed in bright light.
Can I dispel it?
Yeah,
Or-
you can choose to stop concentration on it.
It's not concentration though.
Oh, you can choose to dispel it then, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dispel that. Everyone's eyes gets blinded because now it's too dark to see.
Oh, I was reading. Okay. If you want, we can go to the kitchen. If you think you can. I don't know how you feel about standing, maybe stretching. You've
Oh.
been.
Maybe give me
I
some
touch
time
Adia's cloak.
to get dressed. I'm kind of.
Do you need?
Yeah. I mean, you guys are still standing in this room.
Adia. Alira. We are your siblings. Okay. If you don't want us to see you naked this one time, okay, but I've grown up seeing you naked.
When we were children, we've grown up.
We've also gone through basic training together. Like, you've literally been launched through mud pits where the clothes just stick to you. Like, ain't a lot left to the imagination.
It doesn't matter. It's a sense of privacy.
She wants the ring again. No, I'm just kidding.
Just going for it again.
No, she's essentially
Alright.
saying, "Can you guys get the
I'm
fuck out of
leaving
my
out of the
room
room.
so I can get
Yeah.
dressed?"
I'm getting out of the room.
Like, he's gonna make some semblance of like, "Oh fuck, I have no hair." Like, someone get me a fucking hat.
Your scalp is very itchy.
Oh, I don't even.
Wait, why is her scalp itchy?
She has like a quarter of the hair she had 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to just wait for you in the kitchen then, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I go to the kitchen and continue looking at the map. I'll probably stop and update Rivers if I see him on my way or if I know where to find him.
He has a private room a little bit further down the corridor. He's kind of looking out at you, just like, the fuck are you guys doing?
He heard the explosion of hitting the door.
Yeah, he's heard you guys had a scuffle, and he's like, looks like he's hastily put on some armor and come out with like his sword like around the corner of his door and just staring down the corridor towards you, just like, what the fuck is going on?
I accidentally told Antonia to help me without clear direction is what's going on. And I
Did he
explained
break another door?
You know him too well.
Okay, and he just goes back into his room and closes his door.
We
uncast
gotta
light
leave
on Alira.
soon. We gotta deal with some. Okay, I'll go in the kitchen if you feel like talking. And she just goes to the kitchen. She don't feel like dealing with nobody's shit right now.
I'll go talk to Rivers.
So you go up to his door and knock, do you?
No, I blow it open. I was yes, I'll knock.
2 in a day? God damn it, Anton.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay, there's a few moments and then it opens and you see River very hasty looking like he's thrown clothing and stuff on, like the buttons are misaligned, like the straps are all twisted.
Damn, he got
That's
undressed quick from his armor. Jesus Christ.
No, this is him throwing his armor on.
Oh.
His armor straps are all misaligned, like any buttons and that are all wrong, because he literally woke up, heard things exploding, threw his armor on and came coming out like in 30 seconds. So he looks at you like this. And Tony, you've really got to stop destroying doors. We only have so many.
Yes, I know. I will help build them back. But me and my sisters have to leave for a little bit. At least 3 days to a week.
Okay.
Maybe a week and a half at most.
Why?
You know that curse that was affecting Alira?
That Adju's mentor is coming to fix.
Yes. The time is getting short, and we have to meet her halfway. She did some weird magical rune drawing in the air thing, and then she showed up and cast something on Alira, which helped her gain more control, but it's not necessarily fully fixed yet, so we gotta meet her halfway so she could fully cure it. And we'll be back.
Gee, a wizard probably would be helpful right now.
Okay. Just go and tell Mervyn. It's a little above my pay grade. I'm
Okay.
going back to sleep. I was on the night watch.
All right. Sorry to bother you. Good night.
Closes the door and goes back to bed.
I guess I go find Mervyn while they're going to the cafeteria.
Doesn't take you long to find the spy master. He's up in the main hall, in the most solid part of the keep that still stands,
Yeah.
looking over plans and stuff. And he looks up at you with his one eye patched eye. And says, "Yes, Anthony."
Yes. So, do you know the thing about the going on with Alira? The curse?
Yes, I was here when you guys explained.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
when
So,
Rivers sent his report, he sent it to me.
yes, we're going to have to leave for a few days, a week and a half at most.
Okay.
Alira or Adia's mentor was coming down, yes, but the time is getting short, so we're going to have to meet her halfway.
I see.
Um,
Do you know
her
where you're-
mentor was able to do something to cast from far away to help ease her mind on Alira, so she is more aware of what she's doing now, so it'll be easier to walk there.
I
But
understand.
she's unable to fully cure it unless we're in person with her.
I understand.
Do we have permission for leave?
Well, as this is an important thing to your family and to a member of the Order, yes, of course.
All
Do
right.
you need
thank you
anything?
very much.
Horses, supplies, provisions, anything we can assist with?
Horses would be nice, yes.
Then they shall be provided.
All right. Thank you.
Do you need assistance? Anybody coming with, or just the four of you?
It would be the four of us.
Judging by River's report, you can all handle yourselves.
Yes. I don't think we would need anyone else. We have some good rations. That's all I can really think of at the moment. I think it's
Payment
just
for the job we did.
payment for do you do you I didn't know I didn't get paid
I don't
yet.
know if we get
Do you have
paid
the
for it either, but I'm just trying.
But do you have payment for the job we did?
The job isn't finished yet. Your sister's still cursed.
Yeah, that's true. Are you gonna, okay.
When the job is finished, adequate rewards will be given to the group.
Okay.
Try and save your sister before you line your own pockets. God, man.
You were right.
I'm just thinking the money would help, but okay.
Did you think you're gonna have to pay your mentor? What?
No, but there might be expenses on the way.
True.
Okay. He kind of nods to you and says, "Okay, of course, you have permission. I'll inform Sir Jerton. Take any horses you need from the stables and return as soon as you can." And he kind of waves you off and goes back to the maps that he's looking at.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you.
And all the dialogue options disappear off the screen.
Mervyn will remember this once you asked for money.
Yeah. I couldn't think of anything else. So I think we have everything. So the horses are nice. Unless he had like a griffin or some shit, but I don't think that's.
Not enough to carry all of you.
How far is the travel?
Looking at the map, it looks like it's about 2 days' travel with horses, or like 4-5 days on foot.
So good thing we got horses.
But we
Well,
have
I
our
mean,
own
no,
horses anyway. We all paid for a horse.
Yeah.
The point that it's saying to meet at seems to be an old barrow.
That is true. We do all have horses.
So that is where you are being, indicated to head to.
Okay. I don't know anything about the barrows because it's only a couple days away. I don't know if I even have.
It's really off of any paths and buried in a wooded area. Probably wouldn't have been allowed to go, as there are reports of people not coming back, death, destruction, evil, lots of evil,
Yay.
lots and lots of evil. And because they're not being paid for it, the knights aren't dealing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2 days away by horse. It is still early morning for you guys. You did this literally first thing, so you can head out this day.
So how much did Alira's thing get extended by, considering she's eating and going to be drinking now, so it has to be extended a little bit.
5 days. She got a 5-day reprieve.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm myself, so I can do what the fuck I want. But
Yeah.
at the end of the 5 days, does it go back to 3?
No, at the end of the 5 days, you will be, the timer will have finished.
Okay, so it's really extended to 3 days. 2
Yeah,
days.
But it's given you back functionality, essentially.
In 5 days, I'll start chanting in a language I do not know and going, my precious.
Yes. And curling up somewhere dark and alone to get consumed once you starve yourself to death.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys. Heading back over to Adya in the kitchen. You preparing breakfast?
Um,
Or just looking at the map?
I literally grabbed like some cheese and some bread that was cooked like probably a couple days ago. And put some more tea on, and I'm just munching on cheese and looking at the
Bread,
map.
cheese, bread,
Literally.
cheese.
Literally, that's it. I'm
I'm gonna
not a
go-
cook. I don't know how to. I mean, I know how to cook if I got to, but no one scolded me into cooking, so I'm not gonna do it.
Tell
Can I
she's
go-
a student.
I got other stuff to worry about.
Anthony, sorry, you're trying to say
I was
something?
like, am I able to go grab some eggs from the pasture that my tower watches over?
I mean, yeah. With them, and as you read it, it's strange. What it would normally do is much the same as what Rivers does, where it creates a area that you can sort of see like a FaceTiming thing. The whole blue apparition is not what this thing is meant to do.
One day she's going to have to teach me how she does that. I pocket the chalk though.
Honora cooks, Adya identifies, Antony scours for reinforcements. Alira, you are left alone in your room, darkened. The window is covered with a blanket, and the door is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You are in your night clothes. What are you doing?
Grab any of my stuff that's in the room. Exit the room. Go take a bath or something.
Yeah, you can get some water drawn up. I mean, you can summon water, because you're a cleric.
I could, if I had the forethought to...
Just flood the room. The room's already trash anyway.
that spell today. If I had that spell today, which I don't.
You can draw up water from the well, get yourself a heated bath going, you're ready.
What I need to do, I get myself ready. I find like a scarf and make myself a little head wrap or something.
Okay. So she's coming out looking like Mama Murphy.
Nice. Like, I don't know who Mama Murphy is, but like...
What? I mean,
Fallout 4?
Never played a Fallout game. Moving on.
I haven't played Fallout 4 either.
I'm gonna like cure wounds myself because I'm still not at full.
Yeah, I can only do so much. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I only needed 10, but... Yay, 35!
Yay!
Because I'm level 4.
Still more than me.
And then eventually I will make my way to the others. Armor and all.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So you emerge a short while later into the kitchen. A delicious smelling meal has been prepared and put on by Honora.
Yay!
Alira, Adia is not paying any attention to it and is instead eating cheese and bread. And Tony has just entered the kitchen as well.
Oh, I
So the
stuffed my
quad squad is
face.
reviewing.
I did make tea, so there is tea somewhere.
Oh, she
but that
drinks
was about
tea.
as
Fuck the cup. Here's the teapot. Just chugging it.
Chug, chug, chug.
Listen,
Oh,
no.
Adia's drinking the tea too. She's probably like, you can have some because you've been through some stuff, but don't try and take all my tea. This is my brain juice.
A cup of tea
It's
in
my
the morning is all I need for the day. And then maybe sometimes when I'm reading.
Sometimes maybe just because. So yeah, you recover some spells. Okay, so yeah, you're all gathered up. Adia, you know where you're going. And Tony, you know you have permission to leave.
I definitely start like once everybody's in the room and Alira's had enough time to like get some tea, maybe a little food on her belly. That's whenever I like position the map in front of everybody to look at, point where we need to go. How long it would take us to get there, where would be a nice possible stopping point for the first day, all that jazz.
Yeah.
It's still pretty early in the morning. I'm comfortable with leaving right now. We'd have to get permission, but
I'm a lot lower on spell points, but I'm okay with leaving now.
oh really, Antonia, you're low on spell points. I wonder how that happened.
I don't know. Maybe it was the second level smite on the door, as
Maybe-
well as everything else.
Maybe it was the daylight. Maybe it was the
No, the daylight's a free cast because I'm a what's it
oh
called?
yeah.
An
That's
ASMR.
like I said, we could if everyone's comfortable with leaving and she looks to the group and see if they're comfortable with leaving today or not.
Well,
I'm ready to go. We got the go ahead from the main people as well.
well,
Sorry.
I don't really feel like going back to whatever the hell that was. So I say let's go. We're wasting time. Which, in hindsight, is exactly what you said like 2 weeks ago. Wow, that effect on that thing is strong.
It's the tea. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm talking about the stupid cursed item.
Oh. Yeah.
I can actually see Antoni's like, that entirely in character.
Yeah, there are definitely some very powerful magics out there that I'm nowhere near close to replicating yet.
I
I
just saw Kayla
never-
sniff something and I thought she was doing cocaine.
I knew I should have done that off camera.
It's like, what the fuck, you're doing what, on stream, Kayla? But no, it's no stuff.
Yeah, nasal spray. I didn't do it this morning, and I've been sniffly all day, and I'm like, fuck. Sorry.
Earlier, I was contemplating using the spiritual weapon that I learned to have a spiritual weapon off. Mine versus yours.
They could have dueled. Okay. So, if nobody else has anything, you guys will depart in this morning for a day of travel before it gets too late.
Say I did pray in the bath for a good while.
I bet you still don't feel the connection that you used to.
Oh fuck.
Probably stared at all your weird symbols on your
Mhm.
body. It was like, what the fuck is going on with
Yeah.
me?
That image, as I say, is literally that image you posted, Kayla, but blue and slightly glowy.
I was like, I know who has runes all over them. That dude from Doctor Who, from the Satan.
Ah.
Yes, exactly. My inspiration.
Oh, nice.
It's like, that's a cool effect. Shows they're under magic.
I never saw it. Did you just send it to him?
No,
It's
it's
in
in
Knights
Knights
Ordained.
The Knights Ordained.
Why is it not popping up for me?
So
Oh, there.
it's-
Oh my god, that's.
Yeah, that's what she looks like at the moment,
I've-
except for blue and glowy.
I've got the magic pots.
Oh, that's gross too, Gibby. Why?
It's a lizard.
That's
Look at that
interesting.
tongue.
That's interesting.
Look at this. Okay.
Wow.
um.
Just like soaks that up like a sponge. Jeez. Why was that funny?
I don't know, because it was like I heard it from far away, so you were in the distance. You were still looking at it.
So yeah. Anything more before you guys depart from Citadel Ironwood? Or will we get on to the travel?
Let's roll them D100s.
Yeah! Somebody roll me a D100. Your boy.
I don't
I
like
feel like
that.
I've rolled that number before.
You're not in the swamp, so it's not the swamp dragon.
Was it? Would it have been the swamp dragon?
It would have been a sighting of.
Oh my god, that would have been so cool though.
No. We are levels 4/5.
As you're traveling along down forest roads and stuff, you come about sort of 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going along and you see a small camp not too far off the road. And there is the sounds of music and laughter. And as you look over, it looks like there's some kind of dancing going on as well.
This is off the road. Like, there's people, or we just hear it.
You can sort of see it. It's like 30 feet off the road into the trees, so you can just about make out a couple of wagons. You'd have to go through the forest itself to get there if you wanted to, or you can continue on along the road.
It's just a bunch of people with wagons, it looks like you said.
Yep, music and laughter is going on with dancing.
We have more pressing matters.
Yeah, we're kind
We
of on
do.
a time crunch.
So you guys
Oh
Go.
boy!
You guys bypass and continue along the road. Roll me a survival check. Whoever is leading the party. Probably the
Probably.
soon-to-be ranger.
Well, whoever has the map, wouldn't it be?
I have a +5 to my survival, so it's not like I don't know what I'm doing.
This is
I
to find a place to camp for the night.
I
So
got
Ew.
it's not so
I
much
got
a
plus
map thing. So go ahead,
But I'll
Ian.
take some help.
I definitely will assist if I can.
I can get us some firewood. Divine Smite.
Break a tree. So an 18. Yeah, as you're traveling along, as it's starting to get towards dark, you find a nice area a little bit away from the path into the trees, which would work for a campsite for the night. And you push your way in, I assume, to camp.
Nora, I've been meaning to tell you this. I don't have to do it if you don't want. Like, if you enjoy building shelter for us, but I do have magical alternative that gives us a protective barrier. I mean, you could still camouflage it if you wanted to get hidden, but it keeps us warm. We don't have to worry about weather. We don't have to worry about discomfort. Unless, you want to.
I mean, I would appreciate the help.
Okay.
Okay.
I find an area where there's flat, dry land. Do like a little perimeter of alarms and do a tiny hut.
Okay. So you create a hemisphere
Yeah.
of magical force, which you all are inside of when it casts.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume.
Yeah, I have to because I'm gonna do the alarms first, and I have to stay inside of it. So I basically, whenever I get to the point where I'm gonna cast it, I need you guys to be inside it, because if you're not inside it when I cast it, you can't move through it, and I mean it's just a protective measure. And I take my time.
I guess
casting it.
beforehand, when she's casting the alarms, I would step away and just kind of kneel with myself and
Mhm.
my what's it called, holy symbol, and then come back.
Okay, so Antony goes off to pray while the alarms are being made. Adja, after spending an hour or so, you ring a
Mhm.
decent amount of alarms around and then create a tiny hut that everybody can access.
Basically,
And
trying to
Nora, I
find.
assume you then go to camouflage it as best you can, leaning things up against it to make it seem more natural.
Mhm.
And you guys,
It's a teepee.
Guys-
It's a wigwam. It's a teepee. It's a wigwam. Gosh, man, you're too tense.
wow, 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 wow. Just...
Face palm, face palm, face palm.
Okay, so yeah, you create a dome for the night. There is 4 of you and 4 watch shifts. So are you going to be just taking one each from inside your impenetrable dome?
There are 4 watch shifts now?
Yeah, 2-hour shifts.
I thought there was 3.
There was 3 before because you had enough to double up. But at this point, you can do 4 2-hour watch shifts for the 8-hour long rest.
But there's 6 of us. There's Adia and Maddox. There's Honora and Geralt. And there's me and Alira.
That is a point. Is Geralt with you, Honora?
Absolutely.
And Doggo is
So
there.
my horse.
Your horse is amongst the horses. Is your horse amazing? Does it taste just like raisins if you give it a lick?
Oh my god.
Why are you weird?
Why are you weird?
Cause I'm floof.
I made sure the horses were on the side of the alarms to where I would be notified, or they would be notified before anything
Yeah.
crossed it.
Yeah, there'd be an audible alarm sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's fine. You can hobble the horses inside of the perimeter. Okay. Who would like to take first watch?
I will.
Okay, so Adia, Maddox is with you.
Yes.
Mao.
I quickly go into my bag. Savannah might have possibly gave me some cat treats for you, because I know you miss her lots. Here you go. Be nice.
He now knows where those are, and he's gonna gut him himself. You know that, right?
Nothing will stop him.
I will, if I catch you going in my bag for these, I will shunt you to another plane of existence and put them somewhere else and bring you back.
You know, if you threaten him like that, he's just gonna not come back next time.
Go
you
to
want
sleep,
him.
Elira. You need sleep. I'm talking to my cat. Not. I don't need a third mom. I already got Sylvania.
Fine.
He sits very expectantly, looking at you with the treat in your hand.
And I give it to him and just help me watch out, please.
Wow. And he like tosses it up and starts chomping on it, and then swallows it. Then he starts walking the perimeter of the dome. You can roll me a perception check with advantage.
Yee. I have to bribe my familiar to work in my favor.
Yep.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, a 16. It's a quiet night. The air is still. It's a bit stuffy. You know, there's a lot of clouds in the sky holding in the heat, so it's a very hot night.
We'll point out it is comfortable in the dome because that
Yes.
one is. But I can't leave the dome or it will
Oh yeah,
collapse.
you can't leave
That's
the dome.
why Maddox is like doing the outside of the dome for me.
That is a point. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Then you're perfectly comfortable and fine. Everything's fine. You got a nice solid floor to stand on. You got solid walls. So yeah, you're fine. Nothing happens during your shift.
Cute.
Who would like to take second shift?
I wake up Honora.
And Nora, you are awoken, ready for your watch shift.
I'm ready for my watch shift.
As you have Geralt, you can also roll me perception with advantage, as Doggo assists, like doggos do.
Perception advantage. Hell yeah.
Oof. Yes. You step out of the dome a few times and have a wander around with your doggo. Don't see anything really happening much. You're definitely hidden here in this little cove, so you're fine. And nothing happens on your watch shift either. Who do you wake up for third shift?
Anthony.
And Donny, you are awoken. It is about 2 a.m.
I'm woken up.
Yes.
All right. I pet Geralt, and then well, can I leave the dome? It'd be fine.
Yes,
You can leave
everyone
then.
can leave it except for my character.
Okay. All right. I'll leave the dome and the look around. Roll perception.
No advantage. But an
Alright, that's good.
18.
Y'all need.
As you're going around to the side further away from the road, you hear a couple of sets of wings flapping, and then you sort of look up, and up in the trees there's about 4 sets of eyes just sort of glowing and looking down at you.
Do I see what they look like with dark vision?
You get the rough outline of a couple of very large-looking owls
Ah, yes. Oh.
that are sitting there and just staring down at you from the top of this tree.
I just shrug and say, "Oh, they're not my bird," and then just keep looking around.
Okay. Besides from the owls, nothing else happens on your shift. So you can go and wake up Alira for the final watch.
All right. I go and pull another piece of wood out of Alira's face.
Left that one for the alarm.
Yep.
I am fully healed, thank you very much.
Yeah, anything that was left popped out when she healed herself.
Okay. I go and poke
Alira.
Alira then.
Are awoken. Dun dun dun.
There were some owls out there just kind of staring at us, but nothing that I've noticed. Pretty quiet.
Well, it's nighttime, and there are trees. So yeah, there's
Yes,
some
there are.
owls.
I just thought I'd mention it in case they're being controlled by someone, because you never know in this situation. I don't fuck. I'm tired.
Alira, you can roll me a perception check for your watch shift as well. See if anything happens. What is with your rolls today, woman?
Right?
I don't know.
Her character's cursed, but the player's blessed.
Yeah. As you
I don't
wander around,
question it, okay?
as you wander around, you notice the same group of owls. It seems to be about 7 or 8 of them at this point. It's a full council of owls. No, sorry, a parliament of owls.
Mm.
If that's what groups of owls are called, parliaments.
A 101.5 FM, the hammer of owls.
What?
Never mind.
I don't get
God damn it, Gibby.
Never mind.
I don't get it.
I'll
Is this an
find
American
it.
thing?
I
No.
don't know. I didn't get it. I was listening.
Just to say, there's like 7 or 8 of them just sort of staring down at you quite, very silently. So you noticed on your shift.
I put it in Knights Ordained.
Oh God.
A gaggle of geese, a herd of cattle, a fuckload of bees, a pile of eagles, an uneasy partnership of coyotes, a 101.5 the hammer FM of moths.
A business lunch of meerkats. A double bag of seals. A shitstorm of sparrows.
A small, intimate gathering of crocodiles.
Okay.
Typist pool of iguanas.
Would you like to do anything on your watch, or are you just going to wake everybody up for breakfast?
Nah, I cook breakfast to wake them up.
So you are all, well, roll me a wisdom check.
Watch, I'm gonna roll
Nat
shitty.
one. I won't burn bacon.
You all wake up to the smell of burning bacon. Not, nice cooked bacon, burning bacon. And as you look over, there's a couple of flames that occasionally come off of the pan that Olivia is using.
Is there some bacon already put to the side to eat?
Yes, it's quite scorched.
My character, grouchily gets up, starts chewing on the bacon, and is just, going through her spell book, not even paying attention to the shit she's eating.
Honora, this is an insult to bacon.
Just, put a little spices on it. It'll be fine.
Let's put dry powder on this dried out bacon.
It will give it flavor.
Never understood that at work. My work wants me to make bacon crispy, but they don't give us streaky bacon, which is the bacon you're meant to eat crispy. They give us back bacon, which is the bacon you're not meant to have crispy.
No, that's just dry.
Right? My work says I'm meant to do dry bacon. It's like, no, it's not streaky. Streaky is dry. Back bacon is nice and moist.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You all consume breakfast, mount up your various beasts, and depart onwards on the road. Somebody roll me a 100.
Can
Not
I
me.
do it? You got it? Okay. Oh, nice. Nat 100. A beanstalk. No.
What is with me rolls today? Like, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Did the world explode, Floof? You can choose
'Kay.
not to do it.
No. What happens? I've got this planned already. I have this. I just wasn't expecting it here.
Mhm.
You are cresting over a rise, looking down into a valley, and there's a large sort of fielded area. There's a break in the trees, and you see it's about half a mile away, but you see marching across this area an army of something just going across the area you're meant to be traveling across. And as you
army.
start to focus down more towards it, everybody roll me perception.
Oh, fuck. I don't like this.
Ugh.
Tony doesn't even see shit. Nora?
Perception.
Yes, please. Okay.
Damn.
So, Nora, you pick out some very unique things about these forces. Let me give a moment to load this up.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. Come on, File Explorer, I need to get to that page. I was not expecting it to be here. Just like, okay.
Dogs need to go out.
Where is it? Where's my File Explorer not opening? Open up, you shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not opening because it's a butthole.
Sphincter.
Stop being a sphincter. Okay, so as you look down, you realize that they aren't people that are marching across in front of you. They're humanoid, but the janking movements and motions and just the general sound you can pick out coming across on the wind is metallic and stiff. And as you focus, you sort of recognize these, although the versions you have seen are a little bit less advanced than this. But they are clockwork soldiers, marching and pushing their way forwards across the area. Dotted throughout, you do see larger, hulking, ogre-sized versions with giant steam-powered pneumatic arms which are shaped in hammers, and skittering around, almost running across the tops of the other soldiers seem to be smaller, mechanical spider-esque, bug-esque things skittering around. And as you look over, you see a couple of platforms floating above the armies as well. And you calculate the 23. You calculate it's probably about 7 or 8,000 of these things just
Jesus.
marching across this area, and it taking a fair while to just cross to the other side.
I need to contact Cap Morgan.
Should we just wait?
There's really not an option. They probably, if there's 8,000 of them marching across where we are, and we're probably close to the middle of their march, they're on both sides. Like, it would be take more time probably to skirt them than it would be to wait for them to pass.
Do we have any way to do some outside contact?
Which way are they coming from, and which way? Because I know which way's north. Which way are they coming? And which way are they?
So you're traveling roughly east northeast currently. They're coming from southeast and heading to northwest, so they're almost directly crossing your path.
Does it look like they've noticed us?
With your perception, no, doesn't seem anything's noticed you.
Well, that's good.
And we, like I said, we do have to cross them to continue our path, right?
Yes.
Do we
It'll
not just
be in
wait
that-
till they pass and then we can
Waiting
go?
would be an option, yes. It would probably take about an hour or so for them to cross your path.
Maybe we should get off the road and I should do the dome. I don't know. I don't know if these are hostile forces for us, but I just would feel safer if we were prepared.
True.
Well, let's take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a... Wait, do you mean take a in-person break, or...?
No, I meant like from riding our horses.
Oh, I see.
Are horses medium size?
They are large.
Damn it.
You cannot bring them into your hut.
Yeah.
Oh no, we could play a game or, have lunch or.
Nora, will you please cook lunch? Like, I know it doesn't bother me, but it kind of bothers me a little bit.
Yes, of course.
What
I don't think we
exactly
should.
bothers you?
You know, I just don't prefer your type of cooking style. Like, crunchy bacon is, eatable, but some people don't like crunchy bacon.
I thought it would. I don't like bacon much in general, but I like crunchy bacon over any bacon.
Okay, Bane.
Oh,
Was I talking? Sorry. I was-
My character was trying to be kind by calling it crunchy bacon instead of calling it.
Look, I
Coal?
accidentally left one of the hot coals underneath the pan. I'm sorry. I was distracted. I just been feeling a little disconnected. You know? Well, no, you wouldn't. Never mind.
As someone who regularly puts her consciousness into her familiar, I think I do have an idea of what disconnected feels like.
Whenever those clockwork things do get closer, I want to use divine sense to look at them, though.
none of them get close enough to be divine sensed, unless
Okay.
you are purposely moving towards the force.
Okay, let's do that. No, I'm kidding. I don't like these things.
Do you
And they're
guys see any
moving.
prisoners or anything? Are they just marching or?
I wonder what makes them move.
Okay, so I'm going to post in Ordained what these things look like.
Thank you.
So the majority of the forces will look like what the first thing is. No, 5e knights. Okay, where is it? The majority look like this. This is your standard force.
Spooky.
The larger things that you can see standing out amongst everything look like this.
Jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the things marching, like running across the other forces and in amongst everything look like that.
Have we ever heard of something like this before?
Honora has encountered things similar to this in the Dark Roads, built by those that live in the underworld to help defend the Dark Roads. Never heard of 8,000 of them being on the surface.
Have I heard of anything in my days of being a soldier?
No, not of this sort of thing.
I want to let my commander know of this or something one of these times.
And everybody, roll me another perception check as you stand and watch after about 5 minutes of standing and watching. Alira starts performing.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, what
And
was the
Tony
roll?
goes blind. Another perception check.
And Tony goes blind.
This time,
Wow.
the only person that picks it out and is prepared is Adia, who turns and looks behind her and looks up for some reason. And then you all hear a deafening bellow and roar as...
Fucking tripod.
Yeah, it's the sound from the War of the Worlds.
Whoa.
As a pair of these...
What are those?
What are those?
What are those?
pair of these
Those.
things. Where is it? Okay. There. Pair of these fly out from behind and sweep across the area towards the army.
Ah.
Jesus Christ. We're in the tiny hut, right?
Yeah. If I'm hearing it right,
Yeah.
you guys picked one up. Yeah. So you see
Yeah.
these. They fly, and there's this mechanical roaring sound mixed with the sound of metal plates grating against metal plates and fabric beating in the wind as these things fly over. And they start sort of circling over the army.
The hell are these things?
My sheet ain't rolling right.
Fuck happened? Proficiency bonus 3. Okay.
Proficiency bonus is 3, but it's only adding 2.
Huh.
Are
I'll
you the
have a
only
look
one
at that
whose
after
sheet
the
hasn't
session.
messed up yet?
Oh, it's just that skill check. Like it works fine with.
Did mine only add 2?
Mine
Yeah,
did.
but for skill
That's
check,
for
skill
reasons.
checks, it's doing
I'll have a look at that after the session.
Oh, I'm not proficient in wisdom. Just...
Is
What
there
did
any
roll
way I
math?
could do like a, I guess not a
guess
history
do 'em.
or an arcana check about like what are these
Uh,
weird flying contraptions? Like, is there any type of magical thing
You-
keeping them?
You can roll me a history check to see if you can identify what they are.
Okay.
Okay, so in the history books written depicting things from thousands of years ago that have turned into myth, you have heard of things called dragons. These seem to be a mechanical attempt to recreate the ancient creatures that are no longer around.
Wow.
Dragons are very much myth, just like in the real world at this point. Nobody thinks they're real or were ever real. The fact that Nora is currently wearing one of their skulls is a pretty impressive thing. So seeing ones that are actually out and flying is a hell of an experience. Yeah, 2 of them are circling over this army that is filtering across country.
I throw a daylight ball at it. No, I'm just kidding.
You cannot cast spells in
In the dome. Yeah.
I have idiot proofed it.
Mine's only rolling 2 as well, by the way.
I'll look into the proficiency after the session.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me know your sheet was affected as well. Wasn't expecting to put this in here, guys. Fucking nat 100.
Do I? Okay, because I have a map right now. If I looked at my maps,
Mhm.
is there any way that I can determine, like, where they possibly would be going, or if they are coming from a certain area? Like, do we know? Has Honora made it known that she is sort of familiar with these type of creatures?
So, just as an example, I'm drawing on the map here. You guys are traveling in roughly this direction,
Mm-hmm.
and they're coming about that direction. Not super close to Ironwood, but they're sort of traveling across there.
And what? Oh, hold on. What was I working for?
Ian,
You were working in here.
have you made it known that you are familiar with these creatures? In a sense.
Probably not. Well, I mean, if she told you about the stories of the Underdark, then probably.
Yeah. Nora states that she has heard legends of this sort of thing. Then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What is anybody else's reaction? Are you doing anything, or are you just going to sit here for an hour until they cross?
I would honestly suggest staying in the impenetrable dome of protection, because that is the closest thing to an actual dragon I've ever seen, and I don't know if it is, as powerful or more than what dragons used to be, apparently. I don't know if someone just thought that they were fans of the myth, or if it's,
Yeah. I kind of
You've
want to
never
see
seen
if
one of
they.
the.
I kind of want to see if they attack something on sight. Does anyone have something they can put out there?
I immediately put Maddox in the protective little
No, I'm not gonna
pocket
send
dimension
Cat
he's
out there.
from.
I'm not gonna send Griff out there either. Pat Griff on the head.
Mer.
Mur- or not Griff, but what's
Geralt?
his name? Yeah, Geralt. Sorry.
Are they possibly? So is it safe to assume that they're marching towards Torrent? Or Torrent? Do I know if Torrent and Aberon are like warring right now? I can't quite remember.
There's tensions currently, but honestly, at the moment, they're not at war because they're both beating up on the Borrow Principalities. It's
Okay.
like they're both big empires, and the Borrow Principalities are multiple small kingdoms. They can claim as much land from Borrow before they fight each other.
So basically, it's
So I
more
was
like
in a-
they're possibly trying to attack this area.
Potentially.
So me
That's
working for the Borrow Principalities was
you were
I was
fighting for the
in-
underdogs,
yeah.
but
War
you would have been sort of further back in, and you'd have been one of these larger areas,
Mm.
and they're held by a single person or group, and you'd have been picking up a few of these smaller things. Like this was probably maybe half the size when you first started, and you expanded, and it used to look
Yeah.
like all this up here where it's tiny and stuff.
Yeah. That's still terrifying.
And I know for a fact
Hey.
that they are just crossing our paths. We're not going to end up being close to each other at our end location.
No, as I say, they're about half a mile in front of you. You can
Mhm.
mainly only see them just because of the sheer weight of number
Mhm.
and the fact that some of these things are very large. Like the standard soldier's maybe 6.5 foot tall. I'll give you these details just because. But the bruisers stand easily 10, 11 feet tall. The big things. And then the bug spider contraptions that are running across people would be a large creature as well.
Do I know anything about Baradina-san?
Baradina-san. So pinned in Knights Ordained. Oh, it's not. Is the is a folder on Google Docs called Knights Ordained stuff. It gives you a description of all of the countries. So I will load it up and read out what it says for Baradina-san.
So I'm thinking, if anything, it might have been.
Arabian
So
It might have been there they crossed the
Baradinistan
desert.
Baradinistan is a very religious area which has a solid religious caste system where the priests rule, career soldiers come second, city guards come third, craftsmen come fourth, merchants are sixth, and then everybody else is basically a servant. All citizens are forced to do citizen service in the army for 3 years at the age of 18, male and female. If they choose to remain in the soldiery, they get given extra privileges, so it's a good way to move up if you were a nobody.
Doesn't sound like robot shit. So never mind.
The language they speak is called Shifting Word. It's incredibly fluent, and literally you can learn it and then go back 15 years later and it'll almost be a different language.
Oh
So
Jesus!
if you're not keeping up to date with it, it's completely reformatting. Which is why comprehend language is a very common thing over there.
Yo, that's lit, fam.
Yeah, that's just some things. But yeah, if you need information about any country, there is a document on it.
That was a joke on our ever-shifting lingo.
Oh, I'm in it. That's so fetch. Fetch isn't gonna happen.
My ears are now bleeding.
This was my plan. Yeah, that's what's down in that direction, but that is a long way away. We're talking.
Yeah.
I was
if you went in
thinking
a
maybe
straight
they
line,
came across the desert, but
that's a very dangerous place.
yeah.
They probably went under the desert.
If
Oh,
they
okay.
even went that, that's assuming they went like they're from that far away. They could be. Aren't if Ian's characters made it known that they're from like the Underdark or whatever it's called? Is it called the Underdark or is it called something else?
It's kind of called the Underdark. It's not called the Underdark because it's not that far down. It's more like the deep roads. Hang on. Yeah, there's tunnel fighters.
Because isn't that what you said that's where Anora?
Mm-hmm.
There's like 2 levels of like underneath world. There's tunnels and old subway system style depth, and they're quite extensive. They used to go between all the cities, so you could travel underground in safety. And then there's the true old deep, which is the Underdark, and these would come from the sort of middle layer that Ian's character was from.
Would you want to lump it in with my current history check to see like if I would know if Aberrants would be like the main place that would have like access to like this type of technology, or would it be more?
You could roll that again, another history check.
Okay.
Kayla, were you here for the Clockwork Dragons?
Yeah.
You're muted. You have little to no idea if Eberron has ever employed clockwork soldiery or where these things would come from. It's not a topic you've ever really studied.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's no way I'm walking out there and flashing my rank insignia. I'll probably get gunned down on sight.
Definitely let's just let them pass, guys. And
Yep.
if we can mention it whenever we get back to the Knights, but they're probably not too worried about it. If they are worried about it, then we will.
Anyone fancy playing cards or something?
I throw out my playing card deck. He rolled a
Cards go
20,
scattering everywhere.
32 card pickup. 52 card, whatever it's called.
Okay. So you guys start playing cards. About 45 minutes in, you can see the crowd of the people is starting to thin its way out, and you start hearing a faint, low buzz that seems to be getting closer.
Did you say there was a weird giant floating platform as well earlier?
Yeah, there was one sort of in the center of everything.
We couldn't see what was on it.
No, it kind of had sides like banisters almost, but solid.
Did I recognize the banisters when it went by earlier?
Nah.
Okay, just making sure. Now the buzzing. You guys hear something?
Very reminiscent of maybe a large bug, like a hornet.
If
The bees
we
are back.
Be quiet. It won't know we're here.
Maybe the beekeeper's back.
It is opaque, but I can change the color of it from the outside to make it kind of match the terrain.
Yeah, you can do block color, like one color sort of thing, so it can help, but it's not like you can make it full digital camo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
That'd
turn
be
it green
dope.
to match the trees, and it does definitely help. But a couple minutes after the buzzing starts, you'll hear a dunk, buzz, dunk, buzz, dunk, and you look over to a part of the dome and you see a small, maybe about like double fist sized, what looks to be a wasp, mechanical wasp bouncing off against your shield, and in its stinger
Oh.
is a piece of metal. Not a piece of metal. Its stinger is a piece of metal, but hooked onto that is a piece of paper.
Oh shit.
I
Oh,
want to
okay.
reach out of the dome and grab it.
So you're going to grab the paper,
Yes,
or the wasp itself.
the paper.
Okay, so you grab the paper and you pull it in, and then the wasp sort of turns and buzzes off into the trees, back in the direction of the forces. The paper is one-sided, and as you turn it over, it says, "The Klinkman Bros, Armored Forces Incorporated. Currently traveling to an auction house near you. Do you need forces in a hurry? Reliable troops that never need to eat? Come and buy ours. We're the best in the land.
What the
We
fuck?
even provide artillery support."
It's a walking sales pitch.
All kinds of creatures, from drones for spying, to soldiers for guarding, to frontline siege machines. Anything you need, we have it at the Klinkman Bros. Incorporated.
I feel like the piece of paper just spoke that.
Yes, it did. There was magic mouth on that piece of paper.
I'm gonna keep this.
It sort of at the bottom half, it lists price guides for various things.
How much for
As
the
well as
dragon?
contact info.
How much
There's
for the
contact-
dragon?
For the dragon, it's approximately 150,000 gold pieces.
That's not that bad. It's pretty bad.
You said
For
Klinkman Bros?
the Klinkman Bros, yes. For a standard soldier, it comes about 15,000 per unit. No, hang on. That's for a bruiser. A bruiser is 15,000. That's the bigger ones. A standard soldier is 5. One of the Aracadians, which are the large spider-esque things, comes to about 30.
30,000?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Then there's a couple of things for a clockwork spy bug. It's about 500. For a clockwork wasp, it's about 1,000. And they do bulk deals. Buy 50 standard soldiers, get a bruiser for half price, and various things of that nature.
Uh-huh.
Let's just get out of here, guys.
Is there contact info on it?
Yeah, there is it says we have outlets in the Aberon capital city, in Sinith's capital city, and in the People's Republic of Ist, soon to be opening in Kellenbeer as well.
So they came from Sinith. Okay. You said.
But there's one in Aberon's capital city, which
Aberon.
is like
Okay.
here. That entire line there is the capital city of Aberon.
Hmm.
Then Sinith has 8 cities dotted various points, and then there's a big capital city up here in the People's Republic.
Okay.
So It's a traveling sales pitch, guys. Do you want a sudden free army, appearing army of 8,000 mechanical people? Buy them,
Better than fighting them.
right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, at least this is just a walking advertisement and not a show of military force that are gonna try to murder us.
They probably
Yeah.
would have killed us if we actually did something to one of them, but
If you actually turned up, it came over, maybe. So I give you a quick understanding. A Clockwork Bruiser is a CR10 creature. The Clockwork Guardian, as it is called to the soldiery, is a CR6.
and the Clockwork Dragon.
CR15. CR15, they're not as strong as an Ancient Dragon.
Okay. Okay.
That's a rough guide to what's going across. Say, I wasn't expecting to have to put that out here. It was just, you rolled 100. You rolled a nat 100 on a forest encounter check.
You know, you can just like look at the other things that are nearby that number and pick
Nah.
those.
I mean, what's the point in making a table then? I might as well make it off the top of my head.
Well, if you made it off the top of your head, you wouldn't be having to suddenly shove in random things you weren't prepared for.
I mean, I knew what I was doing. I had it roughly made. And, it works. I just wasn't expecting it to be here. But things happen
I
in the
don't know,
world
man,
as a living...
If you're
I'm
complaining,
not
then the system
complaining.
ain't working.
I'm not complaining.
You know, I'm just hearing a bunch of whine. I thought you were British, not French. All that
Oh my
whining.
god, Ian, you're so savage right now. Calm down.
At least when I'm not prepared, I still run my games.
Oh,
Hey,
you're gonna
hey.
regret making that comment.
Oh my god.
No game tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
That happens. And yeah, the force goes past, and you are free to continue traveling along your way. Along
I
your
leave
merry,
the gnome.
merry ways.
Yeah, we do.
I immediately run back to the big group that's leaving. No, I'm just kidding.
You sprint the half mile towards them. In heavy plate armor.
Oh yeah, you've seen a Terminator run, right?
So you continue traveling, and by the end of the day, you arrive at your destination. And you all emerge and see this. Large barrow mound. Sealed stone doors stand in the enclosure here, wrapped in runic symbols that seem to cover the stone, and additional smaller entrances are seen either side.
Is this where we were told to meet, Edia?
Mhm. Yeah, that looks about right.
I
I
think
honestly
they're-
wouldn't touch anything. She kind of told me that I was supposed to know better, so I just feel like she would have things that I would want to touch here, and I wasn't supposed to. I don't know. Adia
like-
is definitely weirded out right now.
Just by glancing at the door, it seems she's giving you your first homework assignment.
Are the side entries barred?
No, they are open.
What is?
Because you got
These
the,
two entrances are open.
Oh,
yeah, you got this door, and then you got.
side doors.
I will go look at the door though. Is it just like plain, no engravings, no nothing?
It's sheet stone doors engraved with runic symbols, and seems to be symbols for protection and sealing.
And this is my character knows this is a burial tomb. Barrel
Yes,
mound.
this is a barrow. Yes.
Do not. Let's just go around up the stairs. Like, there's probably some people's loved ones in here that have passed, and it's sealed for a reason.
Oh, okay, it's not for you.
No, I hope not.
Just as a question, does anybody have any pressing need to be anywhere, or have we still got another hour or so before we need to end?
I'm
Say
good
the-
with an hour.
I am good.
Kayla, you good to keep going? I'm going.
Sorry, I went. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay then. So we'll keep going. Yeah, you can.
There's
Which
4
direction?
of us.
Yeah. Which direction
Don't
do you want to go? Oh,
poke
Ian.
Ian.
Yes.
Hmm?
Ian, are you okay to keep going for another hour or more?
I don't particularly care. So
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Wow.
Okay. Which direction do you want to guys go in to this?
Which direction do you want the guys go in?
Yes.
I say left this time because we went right last time on the big temple.
Lead on.
Okay.
All going in the left entrance? Okay.
Weren't you gonna look at the door?
I did. It has ruins on it that it looks like it's for like sealing and protection and stuff like that.
Oh.
It's not and it's a burial mound, so there's probably corpses
Ooh,
in
music.
there. It's better just to leave it alone.
Is this copyright free?
This is copyright free as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I am
Oh, yeah, it's
stressed.
Kevin McLeod. It's copyright free.
I am stressed.
I will just need the deets to the song later.
I can do that.
Is it dark?
It is
the
dark in
screen's
there, yes.
black, and I can't see my token.
I slap my chest with light.
Oh, you guys can't see you guys? Hang on.
I can see them.
Well, you have dark vision. That's what I'm assuming you can see.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'll just do the orbs in the back. That way you can have the front dark, where you can still see.
Can you? I didn't set you guys up with vision because you guys didn't have it.
I'm blind.
Can you see now, Kayla?
Yes.
Okay. There you go, Crystal.
Yes.
There you go, Ian. You guys should all be able to see now. Is anybody going to light up a
I was
torch
gonna-
or cast a spell?
I was gonna do dancing lights and do individual, like, because I got 4 bulbs. Do basically one between me and Adia, one between Adia and Honora, or whatever order that's going to be in, kind of centered towards the back. Or maybe, do you want something on you, Antonia?
I should be good. I have night vision as well as I was gonna slap my chest and cast light on it.
Okay.
My chest
Okay,
armor.
so if you do that, you're no longer going to be using your dark vision, but that works. You'll
Yeah.
now be giving a light.
So everyone can see off me at least.
There you go. And can you pop up dancing lights for me so I can see the exact radiuses?
Yes.
Dim
10 foot.
light. Okay. 10 foot. Hello.
Oh, dancing lights is only
Yeah,
1
man.
minute though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's concentration, but I can just keep it up.
True. Yeah, that's true. You can just keep casting it.
It's just a cantrip, like light is. I just
Yeah.
like it because it can move around, is the main reason.
True. Where mine's is focused on an object.
And my character dips into her powdered phosphorus and she snaps her fingers and 4 little bulbs pop up.
Hey, Emma.
Hi,
Emma.
Evie. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
There you go. You should have control of the 4 little orbs around you guys now. Okay, Aristal?
Sounds
Okay. So Antonia enters first.
Is this a
prefer
door?
to be towards the back.
No,
Yeah.
that's just a middle point. It's not a solid door.
Do I notice any? I'd like to notice. Are these steps?
Yeah, you've been going downwards, and then those further steps would go further downwards.
Okay, on this midpoint, I'd like to feel for any traps.
Okay, you can do that. Roll me an investigation check. Okay, you give a quick check over the door, the sort of not doorway, but the
Midpoint.
tighter area, the midpoint. That's it, and you don't notice any traps.
Okay. Just wanted to keep making sure. You guys coming?
Yes.
Let me see if I can just do this.
Oh, I can't
So
see.
at this point, Antony, you see the area starts opening out into a room.
Yeah.
You can see another corridor off in the distance as well.
Ooh. Something on a table over there.
As you look down into there, you see a pit. And
This is a pit?
yes. And as you look down into it, it is filled with bones.
You sure this is the right place, Adia?
I really don't know anymore.
Well, didn't she say that we needed to come get her, right? So maybe she needs help?
Maybe.
Do I have it? Okay, so
Antony, go back. As you get to this point, you feel a sudden grasp on your ankle. And you look down and the skeletal arm has come out and grasped you. And at this point, I need you all to roll me initiative.
I was
Oh.
just about to attack undead.
I was just about to see if maybe I should do the little black chalk thingy, but now I don't know anymore.
I just realized I should probably use Divine Sense.
Look at that nat 20.
Nice.
But my holy people got this.
Hey,
As he grabs
turn
my
to
ankle, I use
4.
Divine Sense. No, I don't know.
Ian?
Ian.
Yeah, give me a fucking second.
Okay, just to know if you were, you know.
A 0.
Oh, yeah, look at that fucking shit.
Okay, so going into this, Adia, you have the highest initiative. What would you like to do?
Do I see that my brother has a skeleton on his...
Yeah, you can see a skeletal hand has wrapped its way around your brother's boot.
I guess I'll do Firebolt. Can I do Firebolt and aim at like where the skeleton's emerging from? Is that possible? I don't know.
Yeah, you can launch bolt down in that direction if you'd like, towards the area. So roll me an attack roll. Okay, that will definitely hit. So that takes 15 fire damage. Ouch. Okay, so and then you see anything else on your turn before I go on?
No.
Okay, then you see pulling its way out a shambling mass of skeletal arms and bodies and legs as they start pulling their way out.
Oh,
Gross.
As the skeleton swarm emerges.
It's a swarm!
That's taken to 15. Okay. As it has wrapped its way around you, it is going to attempt to slash and attack you, Anthony.
Okay.
A 12, however, will not hit, I assume.
that is correct.
And then you look further back into the depths, and even though this swarm has come out, there is still more skeletons writhing and moving in this pit, climbing their way up in the back. It looks like they're stacked on top of each other, climbing the bodies and the piles to get higher.
Hmm.
And it is your turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
I have a question. Am I able to use 2 different smites at once?
If you cast a bonus action smite and then hit something and use your
Smite?
divine smite, yes, you can stack them.
Awesome. I have my shield on, so use my one-handed. Ew. 5 damage.
Okay, so 5 bludgeoning damage hits. And managed to strike
bonus
it, throwing
action.
the body of a skeleton backwards into the pit.
And then the bonus action. Or is that supposed to announce that beforehand?
If you're casting a spell smite, you have to preload it and then hit. So you have to bonus action first. However,
fuck.
you can bonus action because you have 2 attacks.
I can
You
do it
can-
next time.
You can bonus action now and then on your second swing hit the smite.
Okay.
So
Get the divine smite on both attacks?
yes, as long as you have the spell slots.
True. I'm just gonna first spell slot this first one.
So you divine smite for another 14 points of damage.
'Cause they
Scattering
undead.
explosion of them.
And then bonus.
Ooh, a bonus action, thunderous smite. Okay.
Which that might not be a good idea. We're in a fucking building.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Fine.
It'll be fine. You're right. Smack. Another 5?
Oh.
Oof. Oof. But it collides and hits, so roll that 2d6.
Wow.
11 points of damage. And
Fuck this thing.
and then another 19. So you, in a clattering explosion that echoes through this entire barrow and hurts all of your ears. Like this is a full-on thunder flash going off in front of your face. In the enclosed space, you explode that swarm. Fuck, hang on, that was holding initiative. Bollocks. Hate doing that so much.
I still got more spells to go, boy.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? If you look down, this pit is still filled with writhing skeletons.
No, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Other than just look well, I can move, I guess. Flanking action.
You're going to go over there? Okay.
I'm gonna get fucking dragged into the pit. I should have moved away from the pit.
Alira. this place is filled with undead. What do you do?
Hmm. Let's do that. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click that. I was trying to change it to 0.
Wait, turn undead or channel divinity?
Well, the channel divinity is the turn undead.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, so you bring up your holy symbol, and with a quick word, unleash the power of your clerical nature to attempt.
Hopefully.
What is it? It's a wisdom save, yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you look down, a great portion of the skeletons suddenly stop clambering and instead are almost trying to force their way down deeper into the pit. But several of them are still swarming upwards. How far is the range on that? 30 feet. Ooh, okay, that needs to do a thing.
And for my bonus action, I'll bring up my spiritual weapon.
Nice, nice.
Ooh, spiritual weapon appears and strikes in, blows apart several of the skeletons that are climbing up. I'm gonna drag that on.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay.
Trying to do math. It just goes poof.
Just swings down and attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Nora, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Where are the enemies again?
They're in this
Okay.
pit that's just in front of you.
Oh, they're just in the pit. Okay.
There's
Yeah, they're coming out.
swarms. And one swarm is still coming out. The rest of them have been like, get the fuck away from me. Because I turn undead.
I'm a smack. Can I hit them?
Yeah,
Are they
with your long great sword, you can definitely swing down and smack a few of them as they try and climb out. So that will hit. And so will that. You pick off a couple of them as they climb up.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Yadja, what you doing?
So there's still some crawling around.
Yeah, they're pulling their way out, several of them. A swarm is still emerging while several more are lower down.
Light the pit on fire.
I wish I had like create bonfire or something. That'd be dope as shit. I'll scoot over like this so I'm not directly shooting at Anora and just do another firebolt. Because my siblings are tearing through this and I'm just providing support.
Okay. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
That should have been 20. Not
Yeah,
6.
that's 35 fire damage. Jesus Christ, one. Chill,
Oops.
alright, chill.
Oops.
There's no need for that.
I thought I had my crit maximized. My bad.
That's insane. But okay, yeah. So 35 fire damage. It's almost a fireball you throw down, but it incinerates a swath through these skeletons as they emerge from this pit and clamber their way out.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
I just like bonus action move these orbs to where they're in the 4 corners because Antonia's thing's gone now. That way Like, kind of like that.
Yes, you still have a vague light.
Yeah, so everybody has a vague light around the pit and stuff.
It is still dim light, so you still have disadvantage on perception checks, but it's something. Okay, so on their turn, the swarm pushes its way out, and Antonia, I need you to roll me an acrobatics or athletics check. Your helmet isn't on right. Question mark.
His mic isn't working.
Oh, okay.
Alright, hello?
Hello, Kirby, we hear you.
Okay.
Can you roll me
So
an
roll an
athletics or
athletic.
acrobatics? Yeah, you're being grappled. So 23. You feel several of them start pulling their way up, climbing up your legs, but they haven't managed to pull you off into the pit.
I am a rock.
Will strike at you, but with your ridiculous AC, they won't hit.
Rock! Okay.
The swarm has emerged and has started surrounding you, and as they are surrounding you, they all sort of unhinge their jaws. Deafening screech starts to come out, and everybody within this pit is now deafened. So you can't hear a word you're saying anymore.
Yes.
Isn't there like a roll to see if we are deafened or something?
Nope. This swarm is just producing so much noise that you are deafened.
Alright. Time to, shut it up. That's much better damage.
Nice. Nearly at his max. Okay, so you strike into it, your warhammer cleaving through several of them.
My thunderous smite is concentration for up to 1 minute, so it's still going, isn't it?
Only until the first strike lands.
Only until the first strike.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is a one and done.
I want to save my spell slots for another here. And smack him again. 10's not gonna hit though.
That will not strike. However, your first strike has knocked away a good portion of them, and of those that were climbing initially, there's not even half left. So the swarm has been reduced to less than half. Anything else from you, Antony?
No, that is everything.
Okay then, Alira. Alira, roll me perception if you would.
8.
Okay, so oh yeah, 8.
Because you said I still have disadvantage because I'm a freaking human.
Yeah, you don't notice anything
Wait, why do we have disadvantage?
because you're in dim light. If you're using dark vision or if you're in dim light, all perception checks are at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even the light on my armor?
I thought you said it. Wait, Adia said it was gone for some reason, so I assumed it was gone, and I just missed
Less
something.
an
I
hour.
could be wrong. I thought it was concentration, but it might not be.
Less an hour.
Oh, then yeah, no, you got a 22.
Believe.
You notice something coming down this corridor towards you all.
This corridor? Oh god.
Yes, there is a couple of things charging down this corridor towards you all.
Well, I can't.
You can't quite make them out.
I can't see into the quarters anyway, so like.
Yeah, you can't make them out what they are exactly. You just know something's going.
Cool. I'm gonna do that smack smack.
Okay, so you smack with your mace and you hit the swarm, dealing 8 damage. And then your spiritual weapon comes in and shatters the last of this horde.
Something in the hallway there.
Okay. And Nora. In the pit before you, there's still a mass of swarming skeletons rolling around, but they don't seem to be coming out of the pit just yet. However, your sister has just indicated something's coming down this way.
I'll block the hallway.
Okay.
I can't see anything in there because I'm a human.
I'll do something about it my next turn.
And I will take the dodge action, I suppose.
Okay, so you prefer a defensive stance and begin to ward off anything that might be happening. Adya.
A little hesitant to do it, but I'll scoot myself 15 feet this way. Bonus action, move these orbs. So I can light the hallway. Oh god. What is that? What is that?
I can't see it. Oh god.
It just looks gross. That definitely ain't no skeleton though, huh?
Looks like this.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Sting.
Dwarves don't exist. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to mind spike the one in front. No, the one in front.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to mind spike the one in front.
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's 3.
It makes it save, so it only takes half.
It takes 9 points of damage.
Okay, so 9 points.
That was movement, action, action. Yeah, I'm just gonna take like one little step this way though. That's my turn.
Okay, so you sidestep out of view. And the swarms are still turned. And Tony.
Yeah, boy. Well, I can't see the thing behind me. So
Whoa.
there's still things coming out of the pit.
They're still swarming down there. They aren't attempting to climb out yet because they were turned.
Oh, she's turned on. No. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna. Can I move past my twins, my sisters?
Yeah, you can push away past. You can make it through.
I can see them now.
What would you like to do from this point?
Well, I could throw a daylight at them and completely light up the room.
Could also
I could jump in front of Honora if she's fine with that. Well, is this an opening right here?
You could also just go to her side and hold your action if you want to. Like you could go into that square and you'll be able to attack anyone that comes right there.
True.
That's if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move next to Honora and ready a can I ready an action and cast a spell or no?
No, because you'd be holding an action. Unless you're bonus actioning a spell.
And I can't make 2 hits with my actions, right? If I'm just preparing, if I'm readying an action.
Yeah, if you're holding an action, you can only make.
One hit. Okay.
What? I never knew that. Thought you were just holding your action.
No, you're holding a specific thing, and under the extra attack feature, it specifically says if you make an attack on your turn.
That's insane.
Although if I move here, I could stop them in the hallway.
Yeah, but then it
You
just
can
blocks
come
off everyone
closer.
else's chance to hit them. Is the only thing.
No, if I move here.
No, if you can see something I can't, you definitely do it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a staircase here.
The staircase descends lower, even further down, and you can see at the bottom a doorway.
I'm just gonna stop right here, and then I can still see it, so I want to hit it.
I've been left in darkness.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, yeah.
You've taken all of the light with you. Everything's in pitch black.
Everyone's in pitch black.
Yeah,
I think there's dim light around.
there's a tiny bit of dim light here, but not a lot.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna before I turn this corner, I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna cast daylight. Centered right here behind Honora,
Okay, so
and that's 60 feet of bright and 60 feet of dim.
good lord.
Can that move with us?
No.
Can you put it on a moving target?
Hold on. If you choose here, I'll just link it.
That would be useful, yes, please and thank you. So it's 120 foot light, 60 foot of that is dim.
If you choose a point on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light sheds from the
Oh,
object
and can move
moves
with it. Okay.
Yeah, so
So who wants to hold it then? I could put it on Nora's armor.
No, it says if you choose
Oh, an
a
object.
point on an object you're holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it's either on you or something else. You can't put it on somebody else.
Well, with 60 feet of bright light, would it still reach you guys here, or?
I'm more
Yeah,
worried
that-
when we move away from it, but
I'm fine being in darkness because that means they can't see me and I can see them. That's what my character's thinking, but you don't know that. You do what your character would do.
Choose one. Alright. One last thought. Thinking. Okay. I'll just stay out here and prepare the action. I'll go back to that. Prepare to hit them with a...
So you're not daylight?
No daylight.
Okay, daylight is gone. Okay, so Antonio holds his action to attack.
Yes.
And then the first of the tomb dwarfs steps forwards.
Oh, I just clicked on something.
Oh, that's not the right thing. I accidentally grabbed a light.
Sorry, I kind of put it on top of them, didn't I?
No
I didn't
worries.
even know that was a thing. Cool.
Antony, make your strike as it is coming to range. Reach around your sister and hit it.
Oh, yeah!
26 will hit.
Can I divine smite that?
Yes, you can divine smite this.
Ah, yes. Perfect. Yes. Ew.
Good.
So 15, so that's a total of 26. Okay. And then it will reach a hand forwards and attempt to touch Anora. A 7, however, will not hit.
Don't you touch my sister!
Life drain? That sounds scary.
It will then, with its other hand, swing a battle axe. A 20 will
dwarf.
hit, I assume. So a 20 will hit for 9 slashing damage on Anora.
Yeah.
Zombie dwarf noises. Yerger hinger.
Hergadurga. Okay, this one's gonna go. there, and then this one is going to step forwards, not the light. This one's going to step to here, and it's going to raise up a crossbow and attempt to shoot past its compatriot at Honora.
Nat
A
20.
9 and a 13. Neither will hit. So you are fine for the moment, Honora.
All right.
Just the first strike of 9 damage.
Gotcha.
Lyra, it is your turn.
Were any of these things affected by the turn undead?
They were not.
Okay.
They were too far away. I measured, don't worry.
I was just wondering because it lasts a minute. Bonus action. Put that there. I'm just gonna smack it from around the corner.
Okay, so you're gonna reach around with your mace and attempt to strike this tomb dwarf. A 7, however, will not hit.
That's all I got.
Okay. Honora, you have been smacked once. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll smack him right back.
Okay.
I'll feint it.
Okay, so you're fainting. Got it. An 18. Good luck on that feint. Nice. So you managed to hit for 9 damage.
Hold on, +6.
Plus 6. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again, but not fainting this time.
Okay.
Alright. So 22 for 7.
22 for 7, that will hit. So that's a total of 15, 7, 22. 22 total damage. So. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Adja, what you doing?
That thing is still up, so, there was 3, okay. I can see the outer border of this token right here, but would my character actually be able to see that person's around the corner?
You can just about make them out, but they will have 3/4 cover if you attempt anything.
Okay. I'm not going to. I am going to do
Where are you going at it?
right here. Adia pulls her ring that holds her gems, pulls out the color gem that allows her to do the delayed chromatic blast. She turns it to fire because this has just been a theme for her lately. And she's aiming for it right there. 2nd level.
Okay, so you launch your delayed chromatic blast and next turn, right?
Yes, at the beginning of my next turn, and I let everyone know what I'm doing. There should be like a little bead, I believe, that stays in that location.
Yeah,
I
I've drawn
just
a little
say-
black dot for it.
I just let them know, throwing a blast or something along those lines, something they would understand. In Sylvan, because, you know, we're an organized unit.
Fire in the hole!
Fire's out!
Okay, so you launch that. Anything for a bonus?
Nah, just like my orbs are where they are.
Okay, so Swarm has another like 5 turns of being turned. And Tony,
This is me.
it's your turn.
Okay. I smack the bitch.
Smack the bitch.
Smack that.
Eh?
You did indeed. You strike through with your warhammer, but it's still standing, and your second strike does not manage to land.
The channel divinity? No,
Is that everything from you there, Anthony?
That would be everything.
Okay, so the Tomb Dwarf is now going to once again strike towards Honora. A 20 to hit. And that will be for 7 necrotic damage, Honora. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
How much damage?
7 necrotic damage. And the con save, you're fine. It will then swing
Right,
its
so he
battle-
smacked me, right?
He smacked you, yes. Okay,
Ah,
riposte.
he missed me. Never mind. He didn't miss me. Never mind.
Okay. However, he misses you with his battle axe that he swings next. So you can make a weapon attack against him with a riposte if you would like.
Yeah.
Okay, that will definitely hit. And you just knock him aside with your greatsword, crushing him into the ground. And he did. Killed by a riposte. Okay. But as he falls down, the Tomb Dwarf behind launches 2 shots with his crossbow. For a 15 and a 16, neither of which hits you, I believe.
This is fact.
And yes, they launch that. And this one, it's going to... Come on, character sheet open. Disappear.
Oh, bitch.
Okay. Alira,
Hmm?
it's your turn.
Yay. Sis said back up, so.
If you can see the stairs, I bet you could make it if you wanted to, but that's for you to risk. I was just letting you guys know what was going to happen.
What stairs?
If you could see them, I said.
I can't see into that room at all, so.
Oh, you can't see with the
From where I
orbs or
was?
anything?
From where I was?
I just-
No.
Okay.
I'm not looking around the corner. Or you said back up, so
Yeah.
I'm backing up. But I will put my mace here just in case any swarms come up, you know.
Okay. You're preparing to attack any swarms that might return.
I got nothing else.
Okay then. Honora. You killed one of them. And now it's your turn.
I'ma do it again. But I can't move in. Oh, there you go.
I did tell you. Okay.
There's
You're
a
going to get a...
there's a delayed chromatic glass coming.
Oh, never mind. Forgot about that.
No worries.
Haha. I guess I'll turn around and smack that motherfucking skeleton pit.
You gotta reach down to stab into the skelly pit. Okay.
I'm getting a lot of ums and ahs. Come on, people, tell me something.
Do your
They're
thing.
turned
They're
undead.
turned undead right now. I think if you smack them, they're like, oh, never mind, I'm gonna come smack you. Let me double check, because
Yeah, it's true. If they take any damage, the turning effect.
Well, I guess I'll just stay here and do nothing then.
I mean,
I'll
you
take
can
dodge
do it.
action.
You can do it.
Do what your character would do, and don't worry about it.
I'll dodge.
Okay, so Nora takes up a defensive stance and dodges. Adya, your explosion ripples throughout the area,
Dex
blowing
save
apart the area. So dex save, 10 foot in every direction. What is the target? 15?
throw. Yeah.
Okay. So
27 fire damage if he fails. What is it? 13 if he succeeds.
13 if he succeeds. So he attempts to dodge out of the way and fails. And it's now your turn.
I will throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
14 damage. 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage on a 16 to hit. Okay. He's gonna take some damage.
And then I just say clear. Because I don't know. Being efficient.
Okay. So, anything else on your turn?
Nah.
It is. The swarms are stuck. And Tony.
It should be me.
Yes.
Almost done here. Okay. Alright. That went off. I'm going to move in. Is there only one left?
One
You
went
can only
down the
see one.
stairs. Oh.
It's
Yeah.
not here anymore. I'm the only light source again. I'm just gonna cast daylight on myself then. I can move with daylight on myself.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna cast daylight on myself.
I will upgrade your admitting light. There you go.
Okay. And then I'm going to prepare. I already cast. I can't do anything. Okay. I'm done. I can't do anything. Ready.
Okay. So this guy. And 2. Disappear.
What? What? Just vanished before our eyes.
Yes.
Did he cast? Does it seem like he cast any spells or anything like that?
No. In the dim light in that area, he seems to disappear into the darkness.
Damn it.
You all hear a deep, echoing boom, boom, boom ring from up the corridor.
Honey, we're home.
And Alira, it's your turn.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know what to do, so.
Okay. Are you just gonna pass on your turn then?
Anyone have any suggestions? Because,
I have a spell prepared that I'm going to cast when it's my turn.
well, that doesn't help me, so.
I mean, we can keep moving forward if you want. That's the only thing to do.
All the skeletons are still alive in the pit.
If you guys want to finish them. Y'all definitely can make quick work of them.
Hmm. I'll hold my action to dash along with whoever goes away first.
Okay, that's okay. Yep, that works.
It's like, I don't want to go first.
Fair enough. And Nora, it's your turn. All the things in front of you seem to have disappeared.
Oh man. Fucking computer.
I will send my mace, though.
Hold on. Give me a
Just to get a
second.
head start.
Alright, there we go. So the thing in the hallway died?
Disappeared.
It disappeared.
Oh, okay. Are the undead in the pit still turned?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You have another 3 turns before they're unturned.
But there's still a threat.
Yeah. And I got nothing else I can do except hit people.
If you want to hit the skeletons, dude, like if that's what your character would do, do it.
They're easy to take down.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it because I got literally nothing else to do. And otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here for 3 turns while they stand there and just like fail to go anywhere inside their own pit.
There is also the option to follow where the dwarf things went.
Yeah, fuck that, because then we'll just let the skeletons come out and attack us from behind.
True.
So I'm going to attack the things in the fucking pit. If no one else is gonna do it.
Okay, so you reach down and you manage to strike one of these swarms.
Gonna do it again.
Nice.
So that's 2 strikes that both land for 19 total damage.
Left. It was.
Alright, I'm sorry. Streamers are people streaming, but I can't listen to this music anymore.
And he's remake it louder.
No, I have the option of turning it down in
Yeah,
my thing.
I've turned down the music as well. Okay, so Honora strikes the swarm and deals damage. Adia.
I'll reach into one of my little pouches, dip my fingers in some talc and powder, rub my eyes, and cast see invisibility. See if I see anything in front of me.
Okay, can you pop it up for me, please?
Yes.
So for an hour, you can see invisible creatures. Okay, you can't see anything for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few things sitting on the ethereal plane.
Oh, yay.
They just sort of seem to be spectating.
Okay. I'm going to hopefully not get an attack of opportunity and just take a couple steps forward
Okay.
and get out of the range of the skeletons, but also trying to see if I can see anything around the corner or anything. Moving my orbs down this way, and
Okay.
which I don't know how far I will be able to see, but that's what I do.
From your current position, you can't see anything. From there, you can roll me a perception.
Huh.
Okay, you fucking there's a fucking invisible boy.
Like how close to me?
He's making an attack opportunity at you.
My reaction was to follow whoever was going in first. So
Yep. So you'd be there, but as Adya gets to that point and looks down, she sees the tomb dwarf literally as it's reaching a hand to touch her on the shoulder, and he
Okay.
gets a 23 to hit for 8 necrotic damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And then roll me a Constitution saving throw.
why
Yeah.
did it attack her, or was it ready in action?
It was holding its action.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
Yeah.
until the next long rest, your hit points are permanently reduced.
Yeah. 19 whole hit points, guys.
It's the squishy went first.
The squishy one's the only one that could see. I scream and say there's a guy directly in front of me.
I'm trying to give everyone light still. Or your dancing orb's still here.
They're over here in my area. They're not in the
Over in your
room
area.
anymore. So okay. And I say there's someone in front of me, and I walk back towards my siblings because let me see, wait, how much movement did I do? I was right here, so 20.
So,
Yeah.
Kayla, where was Alira before?
Mm,
You were behind Tony, weren't you?
was right here.
Yeah. Okay. So wait and finish what Adya's doing before you make your reactionary move.
Okay. And I take a few steps back because ow.
Okay.
And I, like I said, called out that there was someone right at the base of the steps, like right there.
Alira, you can now choose to take your movement if you want. Adya turned around and came back out the corridor before you could follow.
Mm,
Or you can hold on for somebody else to head down that way.
I'll wait for Tony.
Okay. So the now unturned swarm starts pulling itself out, and Nora, I need you to roll me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Did he take any damage, by the way? I don't know if he was there whenever I did my chromatic orb blast thing or not.
You don't know.
Okay. I just didn't know if he looked like he got hurt or not.
You didn't see anything that would indicate that.
Okay.
Okay, so Nora, a couple of hands wrap around your ankles, but not enough to pull you down. Where they will make a slashings attack at you, but an 11 won't hit. Okay. Anthony, it's your turn.
Alright. Oh, I am indeed heading in there. And you guys are fine because you have dim light, correct?
No, all of the orbs have been pushed into this corridor. You're the only source of light in this area.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here, and
You could cast light on somebody else.
yes, I'm gonna touch Honora and give her regular light.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run it.
Okay, so you charge into there, and as you get to that point, a 21 to hit. Does that make it through your armor?
It does.
Okay, take 5 necrotic damage, and then roll me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you're fine. There is a tomb dwarf directly next to you.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And it is now
Are
their
all
turn.
3 of them hidden, or did we kill the first one at least?
You killed the first one, and Nora destroyed it with a riposte.
Okay.
So, seeing as you're there, fucking dancing lights.
Sorry.
Constant. This guy's gonna sidestep to there and stand on that shrine and flank you to attack. 22. For 7 damage on me.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
22 for 7. Okay.
And then a 15, which I assume misses. And the
Yes.
other one will attack you from behind with an 18.
18 misses.
Okay, and then a 14, so it misses with both of its attacks.
Yes.
Alira, you could have used your action to follow Antonio if you would like.
I'm just gonna move right now, so.
Okay.
Hold on.
There you
I can't see the walls well enough to know what this room looks like.
go. You are in
Down
a
here?
thin corridor, 5 foot wide. There is a staircase heading down past you, past the tomb dwarf that heads downward.
Okay.
Then there
Is
is
there-
a relief into the wall here.
Is there room behind this guy?
Yes.
Cool. Good old pow pow.
Okay. So, smack. A 19 will hit. And so will a 16. Okay, so deal.
You gave a Nora light, right?
Yeah, Nora's got light shining.
Okay.
Now. Okay. So you give it the old 1-2 and smack this tomb dwarf. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Is my mic not picking up? I said no.
Okay, there we go. I heard that. Honora! The swarm has started emerging and attacking you.
I'm smack back.
Okay, fuck it up.
Let me know when the other swarm is not turned anymore.
The end of your next turn.
Oof.
Oof. 13.
Oh, I
will-
never added Executioner's Mercy to my inventory. I should probably be using that.
Yeah, the ability of it deals significant damage to undead.
Yeah.
So it is a limited use thing.
Steal.
Okay. A 13 will just strike the swarm, so you deal some damage.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else?
I will switch weapons.
Okay. So you pull out the enchanted greatsword you retrieved from the ruined ziggurat. Adia, a swarm is pulling itself out behind you. What would you like to do?
Yeah. How deep is the pit?
Looking down, probably 10 feet, 15 feet. There's a large layering of bones at the bottom, so you can't get a full estimate.
You pushing Nora in? No, I'm just kidding.
I will cut you.
Into this corner right here,
Okay.
I will throw another delayed chromatic blast.
Okay. So a little pebble shoots out and drops down into the bottom of the pit and starts to get mixed up amongst the bones that are moving.
Yeah, I'm good to the second level. It's fire.
Okay. So fire blast in there. Got it.
Fire in the hole. And
Anything?
you see the little shot of where it's about at. It's 3 point. Okay. Yeah. And for my movement, I'm gonna actually try and scoot like right here if I can.
Okay, you can. You can step to there. As you do, the
Mhm.
swarm will attempt to strike out at you.
Yeah.
A 9, however, will not hit.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been max damage as well. Solid. That would have nearly knocked you down. That was 18 damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away.
The swarm will now take their turn. And they will attack at you there, Honora. A 13, however, won't hit. And then I need you to roll me a acrobatics or athletics again. Okay, you are definitely not grappled. Antonia, you're being attacked from both sides. What would you like to do? Gibby?
Oh, sorry. Alright, yes, Which one looks more wounded?
The one in front of you that's standing on the little shrine. The other
Oh,
one.
Shrine. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay.
Okay.
You managed to land your blow.
Does that kill it?
That will not kill it, no.
Okay. Does that kill it?
What's that, 11? No, that will not kill it either.
I could cry. I hit it again.
That'll
Okay,
hit, but
with
it won't
these
kill it.
12s.
It doesn't kill it?
No. You
These
think
things are
your
clumpy.
strikes... You think your strikes don't seem to be doing very much.
Magic.
Sorry, guys. I should have silvered our weapons.
Damn. Well, at least I have a blinding light on my armor. Okay.
Anything else?
I still want to save my spells. So.
Okay then. So don't forget to mark off the 2 points from your Divine Smite.
Yep.
Okay. And it will retaliate with its battle axe, swinging at you for a 21.
No. Yeah, it hits.
Deals 8 slashing damage as it impacts.
Ow.
And then it will reach out with its hand to life drain you for a 22 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
with 7 necrotic damage. And then roll me a con save.
Eh.
Oof. Okay, until the end of your next long rest, your hit points are permanently reduced by 7.
Is this a disease?
It is not. It is a magical effect.
Okay.
Okay, the other one will turn and attack.
Oh, I am
you.
resistant to necrotic. I should have said this.
Oh, okay, good to know. So you only take 3, and are only reduced by 3. Okay, Alira, the other one will attack at you and swing at you with its battle axe.
Cool.
19.
19, you said?
Yes.
That hits.
Okay, for 11 slashing damage. It will reach out with its hand for a 9. I think that misses.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And their turns are done. It is now your turn, Alira. At the end of your turn, the final swarm will no longer be turned.
Cool. Let's see.
Shit, I just realized. I think these steps in front of you, they don't go down, they go up.
I'm going to toll the dead.
Okay.
Ding ding, ring a ding ding bell.
Oh, that sucks.
For 5. Ugh.
Wisdom saving throw. It rolls in at 20.
Mm. And my spirit swashman's gonna do one last pop
Pop, pop.
before it disappears.
It does manage to hit, so that's a -4 on its health.
I'm just gonna put
We've
this
already
over.
gone through 10 rounds?
I summoned
Yes.
a spiritual weapon the same turn I turned undead.
You guys have spent a long time standing at the entrance to that corridor before you pushed in.
I'm just putting it to the side because I'm just gonna resummon it next turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Big regrets for going in that corridor, by the way.
Yeah. It hurt you. At least you didn't get anybody else. You took the hit, the squishy, saving everybody else from taking damage. Anything else on your turn, Alira?
Nope.
Okay, Anora. The swarm is attacking.
Smack, smack.
Smack, smack.
Smack! Smack the bitch up.
I'll faint.
Okay.
And let's add some 3d6 crit to that.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy! That was a fucking
Wow.
good crit. So,
Legit
40.
crit.
So,
So that's 3d6 plus 18.
okay, so roll the 3d6.
And that's all in, that's it's gonna be in radiant damage too.
Yeah, so hang on, let me figure this out. So it takes 10 slashing, then it takes 15 bludgeoning,
The tastiest.
and then it takes 29. Yeah, it fucking explodes. It fucking explodes. You've used up one of your charges.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one
and
attack.
destroyed it.
Yeah. Nora just looks at this fucking sword after that.
It is very reminiscent of what Antonia does, except for you didn't put anything into it. Your sword just did it.
Is this what he does?
Is this what it feels like?
I've never felt so powerful
God.
before.
God, is that you?
God, is that you?
Starts worshipping a sword.
This is how hexblades are made.
So this is what it's like. Right. Oh god.
There are still more skeletons in the pit.
Oh really?
They've
There's
just
one more, I think.
there's one more swarm. They have
I
stopped being turned and started to pull their way out.
Bitch. Alright, well I
I
got
did-
attack.
Okay, just be
What?
careful. Nothing.
There's a.
Okay, a 14 will just about hit. Are you going to use your second charge?
Might as well.
Okay, so your second charge is used. So 3d6. So 12 radiant damage.
Step away after that.
I will let you know that I did tell you that I put, like I said, fire in the hole, and then you watch a bead pop up right about here. You didn't know if you're safe or not, but you can make your decision off of that.
I'm sorry, what I just see?
I
You get
told you
another-
last.
Another delayed chromatic blast thingy.
Oh, you
Last-
put one on.
Right here. Last round, I said fire in the hole while you were.
So I said
saying-
you might
Wait.
want to take a step back.
Yeah, where that red block is a bead that's going to explode next turn.
What's the range on the explosion?
10 foot. It's about 10 foot down into the hole, so it's sort of lick this area. So if you just take a 5 foot step back, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a 5 foot step forward and inhale it. Okay.
And then a 12 will not get you with the attack opportunity.
Don't you have immunity to fire or something with that?
I will riposte attack it.
Okay, so you strike down with your.
Oh, so that's a fair point. What is this? I
What
can
is this
resist
dragon
acid
mask
with this
thing?
helmet.
Oh, it was the
Yeah.
acid.
So it does something else as well.
Um,
Increase your hit points
HP
1 per level.
plus 1 per level.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Nice,
I
nice,
added
nice.
D8 to that damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice!
17.
Dark Souls dodge roll attack animation, so I just like come out of the roll swinging.
However you
Nice.
dodge roll with an executioner blade in your hand.
You've
He's
never
fat.
played Dark Souls.
He's fat rolling. You know he's fat rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
100% fat rolling. Adia.
They need a dexterity saving throw.
Kaboom. And as a swarm, that is not easy for them. What is it, a 15?
Yes.
Okay, so how much damage was it?
23 fire damage.
Okay. A good amount of them have just been blown apart, but there are still coming.
Okay, I will. I'll firebolt.
Okay, so you launch a firebolt at the swarm. Go for it. And with that, the final swarm disintegrates, and the last of the charred bones fall into the pit. And there's a very horrific smell of burning bones and sinew filling this area.
And my
Oh.
character starts cackling and saying, "Burn, burn, burn."
Burning ring of fire. Okay, anything else on your turn?
Since the pit is safe, I will sidestep over here just to see what's going on. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. And Tony.
Alright. I've been thinking if I should try and fear these two dwarf dudes.
Hey, we still got a whole dungeon to go, dude. So do what you do.
What do I do? Alright. I'm just gonna smack it, and I still want to save my spell points, so.
Okay, so smack.
Schmack. That's not a
A
schmack.
9 will not hit though.
Schmack! It's not a schmack.
Oh, well, a 10.
Shit.
Fuck.
It dodges to the side each time and manages to avoid your warhammer.
Random third schmack. Nope.
Even that he avoids somehow.
Damn.
Plot armor, I call it.
Anything
Yeah.
else on your turn, Anthony?
Quadruple schmack? No. That's it.
Action surge, smack.
Extra schmack.
Okay, so the two dwarfs. The one in front of you will smack you across the face.
Me?
For an 18, that won't hit, I don't think.
Nope.
And then a 20.
20 meets.
Okay, so you take 9 slashing damage.
Fuck up. Okay.
And then a Lyra. He attempts to hit you, but a 7 will not hit you. And then a 6 will not either. This one is having real problems trying to strike you.
She put the fear of God in them.
Exactly. Alira, it's your turn.
Resummoned.
The points!
Boo.
Oof.
Well, it's at advantage, isn't it?
No, it doesn't.
No,
It can
I
give
get
advantage
advantage, but
on-
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thing has to, be an actual thing to take advantage of
Mm.
distractions.
If only I had actually looked at my spells to prepare them properly. I got no actual useful spells.
Nope, looks like you're up for smack.
Smack, smack.
I'm gonna lich slap this guy.
Lich slap. Oof. So you slap him across the face for a con save, which he fails for 11 radiant damage. Ouch.
Yeah. Evil
Or not
creatures
20.
have disadvantage on the save.
Then it definitely failed. Seeing as a 12 and a 2. Okay, it does not look happy as the bright blazing handprint is worn across its face from your lich slap. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay, Honora.
Me?
Indeed.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
Not you.
Winnie the Pooh.
Fuck you.
Communist coup.
It was like reminiscence of like, who took the cookie from the cookie jar? Not me. Then who?
Can I see this guy?
You can just about make him out, yes?
Can I
attempt to
attack
attack.
this man?
You indeed.
Can I assault this man's well-being?
I don't know about
He was just lich slapped, so
that. He's
Does
already
he look
pretty
like
upset.
this is a man that has well-being?
Have you seen him?
Anyway, how's that?
A 21 will strike, keep him with cover.
Uh-huh.
So that's 8 and 5, so that's... You okay? That's how much he takes.
I'm a well, that was not meant to be my greatsword. That was meant to be Executioner's Mercy. There we go.
So I'll take the 21, so you definitely hit. Because I'm a forgiving DM.
Oh, thank you.
And then he takes... He is still standing.
Thank you, kind sir.
I'm still standing.
That's it.
Yeah, what
I'll
would you
second
like
win,
to?
actually.
Okay.
So it's just a D10 plus my fire level.
Mhm.
Wow.
Oof. R.I.P. in pieces.
So I gained 6 hit points.
rest in pieces and pieces.
Yes.
Wow.
Rest in pepperoni in pieces.
Rusted Poiter.
Rest in poodle.
Peter,
Aja, it's your turn.
could I wiggle through my sisters
Where are you
Like-
trying to wiggle to?
just right here and then back?
So you want to share a square just so you can get in range to attack, yeah? And then you'll wiggle out?
Yes.
Okay, you can do that. It's
Excuse
not very
me.
comfortable and you are very close. But you're
Well,
siblings.
I'm very small. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Shocking grasp.
Bzzz. And with that, he starts dancing a little jig, shaking and convulsing as the electricity fries his undead muscles, and he did.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me.
At that point, you just moved down here.
I don't. I got 19 hit points. I'd rather stay in the safe room that I know is clear than go
True.
down an unknown hallway at this point.
That's when the secret doors open.
Shut up.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, Antony.
Okay. I'm gonna
Hit it.
move here. and hit him with my mace when he's on the sacrificial altar.
You sacrifice this thing up to the dark
Whack.
gods.
It's a miss.
To the Morgan.
Is that a miss?
That is a
Lamar.
miss.
Can I channel Divinity Guided Strike?
Yes? Question mark. What does that do?
Plus 10 to hit?
Yeah, then you can do that, and this will hit.
Although I'm thinking, though, do I want
Wouldn't
to
it be along the same lines if you had to declare it beforehand, or is this something you have to do after?
I think it's one of those things that you can declare it after the roll, but you have to declare it before it's told whether it hits or miss.
Oh yeah.
You make this choice after you see the roll, but before the DM declares whether it's an attack or a miss.
Yeah, which he
Okay.
declared it was a miss, so.
Unfortunately, you have to.
Well, I mean, the next. Okay, well, it's a hit. Okay, I don't want to use it. Yeah.
That hits and wipes him out.
Oh. You fuck. Get off that book. What does the book say? Okay.
Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, that's the fox.
Oh, shit. Close the book. It's illegal.
Wait, that's illegal.
And with that, you are out of initiative.
Yay! That
Why-
means we can end the game now.
Yeah, we're going to hold off here, and we will pick up next session with the rest of this barrow.
I want to use 20 points of lay on hands to heal myself.
You can do that.
Just remember, you can't heal past your max. New
Yep.
max. Alright, sign us off, Floof.
Okay, guys, thank you all for watching another episode of Knights Ordained. Sorry about the technical issues. We will see you all next session to see what happens next. Bye.
Bye.
Man.